and it is a perfect day. I mean perfect. You couldn't ask for anything else. Maybe a couple winners for the weekend. We got a chance for you to win $1,000 with a keyword 13 times a day. We also got South Florida Fair tickets coming at you at 11:45. We got a new Greek misspeak. I had a new game that I invented with my friends that I think it's going to be unbelievable, that everybody's going to want to join in. Maybe play, maybe not. We'll see what happens. But we got a lot more. Come down to Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca, and check us out. Have a drink, have a cappuccino. Just enjoy it. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning. I'm anxious to hear about this game.
Oh, yeah. I'll wait till Franny gets here. And I wanted to tell you last night, you were correct. I sent you an email. I don't know if you saw it, where we talked about betting 4 teams, all the underdogs, correct?
Right.
And for $100, it pays $7,000.
$7,000, okay.
Yeah, I thought, remember I said like 27, 28?
Yeah, because you were thinking it was what, like 26-1 or something along those lines. And Anthony, our buddy, he called in too off the air, and he had made mention it would be somewhere in the upper area of around 7,000, he thought. And I see you looked into it too, yeah. So that was all the underdogs. That was so Cincinnati, Dallas is the underdog.
Mm-hmm. Jaguars.
Jags.
And Giants.
And Giants.
Yeah. So I called my buddy at Vegas, and he told me too, and another couple other guys says, no, Greek out 7,000. I said, wow, I thought like 2,700.
Nice.
So that's I mean, I know it's not going to happen. I mean, the chances are all 4 underdogs winning. But even if you took 3, just say you took 1 out. So you took the Jags out, and you went with the Giants, it's a possibility. You went with Cincinnati, and you went with the Cowboys. That's still probably pay about $4,200,
so
which is great.
Is it fair enough to say that, like, even somebody like on my scale, like if I put $10 on that, it would win $700?
Yeah.
Right. So you just drop a 0, right? You just do the math that way. So I mean, for $10, that's worth it. That's worth every bit of it. I would do that in a heartbeat.
I was telling my friend last night. I go, dude, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Now my buddy bet some serious money on it. He put $500 on it. He knows. He said, I'm going to lose, but if he wins, he's got a nice payday. He's got $28,000 coming. Probably spend $27,000 on hookers in Vegas, but still.
Well, the important things.
Of course, you know that. That's Charisse is here and doing a great job as always, and was on time today, which I'm impressed. Looks a little. You hungover a little? You look with the shades and everything.
I mean, I did drink last night, but I'm not hungover.
Oh, I could tell. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I can just tell your mannerisms and the look, and the hair is like in front of the eyes, and the shades. You're a little quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What time did you get home?
I think like around 11.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
11's not bad.
Yeah, no.
You should be able to pop right up. You got golf streams tomorrow. Don't mess that up. My God. Yeah, Jimmy, you got to see her.
I'll try not to.
Well, you should see her. She looks like she had the Chargers last week.
Well, that's not exactly the normal compliment that Charisse is used to.
She's a little hungover.
I'm not hungover.
Oh, okay. Those shades can cover your face. They're so big. They look great. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You could also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. That's the other way. Jimmy, we have a new Greek misspeak today?
We do. We have a new Greek misspeak this week, so get ready to enjoy that coming up after this short break that'll be coming up here in a couple of minutes. Also, don't forget, you can always go to realradio921.com. We have our $1,000 giveaway each hour. Our current keyword is bank, so you can have that ready. You can always enter that in. Also, I posted a video about this company, a Boston Dynamics company. They make robots. And it's a cool video of them demonstrating how their robot can work like on a construction site. So it's a guy that's working on top of scaffolding, and he gives it a command to tell it to bring up its bag of tools. And it's a pretty cool video. Shows you how they can do that. And it's amazing what some of these robots can do nowadays. I even remember seeing one, too, that the military and the police are working on, that it can fire a weapon to hit targets as it's being hit by, like a bat or something, or being pushed down. So I tell you, robots are going to take over one day. I mean, the whole Terminator thing's going to come true. I can see it.
You're probably right. Yeah. You're probably right.
But anyway, you can go to realradio921.com under the Penthouse blog. You can check that video out. Of course, Greek's Graham Girl of the Day was always up there. But always keep that website up so you've got the place to put in your keyword to each hour. You can win yourself $1,000 of Red Zone revenue. Don't forget that.
Thanks for that, Jimmy, and those heads up. Yeah, I saw a video yesterday. One of my buddies was showing me a gas station where I guess it's a robot takes the cap off your, opens your gas tank.
Kidding,
puts
really? Wow.
Yeah, it takes the cap. It's like an arm, and it comes in and it puts the gas in your car. I mean, that's great. I mean, in Florida, though, we get out of our cars, obviously. But other states, I don't know. There's not many states. I know Jersey we talked about. You still have to pump your own gas.
Just Jersey and then a couple of municipalities throughout the country. I think Jersey's the only state left where it's a statewide thing.
Yeah, so I don't know how much that would save for people, but maybe convenience, they want to do it because, most states, like I said, like 49, whatever it is, you get out yourself. So I don't know if that's going to save money, but it just was crazy how they had this arm come out, hit your gas tank, it opens it up, take the cap off, and then fill it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that something like that is not only all right, so it's convenience, right? So if your station puts that in as convenience, but it's also safety too, because the chances of it making a mistake are a lot less than a human. So, sometimes humans, it can overflow or do something different. So, get messed up. So I could see that for safety reasons as well.
And maybe bad weather.
Oh, yeah.
Like when it's brutally cold, people don't like to get out of the car.
Sure, yeah.
And stuff like that. And maybe if it's raining or snowing or something like that. But yeah, I saw that. I'm like, man, it's just, like you said, it's every day. But every time I go to a place like that has, self-checkout, there always seems to be some kind of a problem. Like somebody doesn't know how to scan something and they bring somebody, like fruit, if you buy a banana. You got to scan it. You don't know where the hell you're scanning it or something like that. And I'm a big banana guy, so... that's one of my issues. As Sharice laughs and smiles.
Sure you are.
Yeah, she knows.
Sharice, take it easy. She knows. Yeah, she knows.
Make a little curve to it.
Shut up your mic. Get a hot tea. We got some Yes, we do. We got some playoff games. I have this new game I'm going to introduce that I play with my friends. I came up with it in a couple days. I think Jimmy's going to like it. I think you guys will like it, too. This could be a TikTok thing, one of my buddies said. This could really be a TikTok. It has something to do, obviously, with money, something to do with your ego, so we'll get all into that.
Oh, well, no wonder. Makes perfect sense. Is a hot girl involved?
No hot girls involved.
That's the trifecta.
No. Yeah, you're right, but there's no hot girls involved. But it is a game I came up with 2 nights ago, and it is spreading fast in Boca. There is money involved. I will get into that. We're going to come back. We got a Greek misspeak, and then I'll introduce you to a new phone game that you can play with your friends. And it's a little bit about your ego, too, if you can handle it. But you can make some money, and who doesn't want to make cash? It is the Penthouse on a Friday at Strike Cigar Lounge. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Goalie for the Vegas Golden Knights hockey team with a $25 million contract has declared bankruptcy, claiming he's $50 million in debt. How is that possible? If Snitzer, our video guy, got $25 million, how do you think he would blow it?
That's easy, Rover. A Bitcoin scam.
NFT.
He'd fall for it. Invest $20 million, you get $100 million back in a year. Okay, I'll sign up right now.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin. If you're looking to delight your friends and family with delicious foods, then Joseph is the place. Fresh meats, produce, prepared food, catering, bakery, pizza, seafood, it's all under one roof. And 4 great locations: Boca Raton, Delray Beach, West Palm Beach, and Palm Beach Gardens. I don't start any day without going to Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. It means that when you hire us, you get a legal army. When it comes to law, size matters. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window, and we would like to manufacture and install your windows. Every single New South window is custom manufactured just for your home. Now you can buy 2 windows and get the 3rd absolutely free. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com or call for your factory direct pricing.
Call now, 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Place your bid and pay 30, 40, up to 50% less during our used car mega sale at Craig's End's pre-auction sales center. Choose from over 700 economy cars, family cars, sports cars, luxury cars, trucks, and sport utility vehicles at up to 50% less than their original MSRP. And all qualifying vehicles are backed with a 30-day return policy for your peace of mind. Need credit? Get pre-approved in seconds online at pre-auction sales center. CarMegaSaleCenter.com. Plus, we want to buy your car and pay you thousands more than it's worth. Pay up to 50% less during our used car mega sale at Craig Zinn's pre-auction sales center on 441 just south of Sheridan Street in Hollywood. Click preauctionsaleCenter.com or call 844-MY-PRICE. Open till midnight.
Start the new year off right at Gulfstream Park Casino. Join us on Fridays and Saturdays for a chance to win over $30,000 in free play at the Thoroughbred Thrills game. For more details, visit GulfstreamParkCasino.com.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition smart bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarded.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Bloody Mary now, Manatee Mojito later, and tomorrow maybe a Florida Mule. Hey, it's Megan, and it's hard to decide on just one cocktail to craft when Knox & Dunn Florida Rum is so versatile. And I love that Knox & Dunn is made right here in our backyard. Their strong and true American rum is made from Florida-grown sugarcane and aged in American oak bourbon barrels. The color comes straight from the barrels and nothing else is added to enhance the flavor. Don't settle for anything less. Head over to your favorite liquor store and ask them for a bottle of Knox & Dunn Florida Rum. If they don't have it, tell them to get with the program and carry Florida's fastest-growing local craft spirit. You can thank me later.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
All the radio stations you love, every playlist to match your mood, the podcasts that everyone's talking about. If it's on the iHeartRadio app, it's free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Coast.
You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, we are Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Could not ask for a better day. Get outside today and do something. Play volleyball, get a lap dance, do something. Smoke a cigar. Come on down here. I'll buy you a cappuccino. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And now we have Francis. Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning. Happy Friday.
And Charisse is here.
Hola, hola.
Ola admitted during the break that she is a little hungover, which is fine. That's your growing as
She didn't admit that to me yet. I have not heard that come out of her mouth. I have heard other things come out of her mouth, but not that.
Yeah, and you don't want to repeat that.
No, I would never.
The things I have to hear.
I would never.
Jimmy, you got to bail me out here. Jimmy has a new Greek misspeak review for you guys.
All right, here we go, kids.
This is your Greek misspeak.
Dallas gets in the mix because one of them, Dallas is going to play the Niners or Eagles next round.
It was at this moment that he knew.
The ears.
Goodbye, Mammy.
Hello, Daddy.
Would have been good if Joe was here because Joe would have came back with the Ohio State red or lick.
You twisted tongue! You will not lick me!
What the hell was it? She walked into the police barracks and she had no socks on her shoes.
How dare you!
Day 8 of Days of Chaos. We'll tell you about that big prize when we get back. Peace. We'll talk about that game. TCU just destroyed Georgia.
Nope. Tickets are used for the teams and executives and.
Oh, the teams got out. Yeah, I mean, each team gets an alignment.
The word you're looking for is
allotment.
You want to get rid of something, throw your van in the back of a truck.
It makes it easier to send friends and family an unforgivable gift. I forgive you.
You gotta rub the bird.
An unforgivable gift.
It's an unforgivable gift. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is.
And stop rubbing your bird.
I love it.
Don't rub your bird. Let the wings fly. Great job, Jimmy. As always, Greek misspeak. If you ever have any requests, you could also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. And now you can text us.
Yeah.
The line is open.
It is 47142. You just have to start off that text with Real Radio. That's how we receive them. So, G-Man, I was listening, and I heard you have a fun new game you want to play.
Yeah, I came up with it. It's it could beat the elevators. It could beat that game for gambling.
All right.
Jimmy's going to be the judge of this, but it's spreading wild in Boca with my crew and people.
Is it spreading wild like wildflower?
Yes, like wildflower. It's going to take over Lauderdale and Miami. Look at it.
You're preaching to the quarry.
All right, 2 peas in a pot.
Wow.
I can continue on.
I know you can. Okay.
Do you want to be a cellmate with me instead of a soulmate? Go ahead.
At this point, I'll take anything. Somebody asked me last night, they go, how long you guys been working together? I said, about 12 years. They go, do you guys always get along? I said, yes. No, I said we do. All right, so you got to have another person. You can play with 4, but it's more expensive.
Okay.
And what you do...
So just two
people.
Minimum? Okay.
You can play 4, but 2's better.
Okay.
And what you do, you have to call the same person at the same time for $100
and see who answers first.
And see who answers first. And if you go to voicemail, you lose. And if the person picks up for you... Now, if you both go to voicemail, then nobody wins.
Okay, but I understand, but can both calls go through at the same... I don't know if that works like that.
We could try. We've done it before. We did it last night.
Yeah?
And the night before, yeah.
Okay.
And nobody was smart enough to think of that, to be honest with you, that I'm playing with.
Is the idea of whether or not the other person will pick up for you or your friend?
Yes.
That's the idea,
yes,
right?
Jimmy.
Okay. Right.
Yep, that's the
Yeah,
concept.
but you guys go 1, 2, 3, dial, and then you hit.
Yeah, you dial it. That's it. So say me and Jimmy were, for example, calling you. And if it went to voicemail, there'd be no bet. But if you picked up for Jimmy and it went to voicemail for me, then I lose.
But somebody is going to get through faster. Do you know what I'm saying? They may not pick up the phone for you, but there may be that thing where somebody's just going to pick up in general, whether it's
well,
you
you're
or
right next to
somebody else.
you're right next to each other, right in front of each other. I mean, it's not a perfect game. It's not like Monopoly. I mean,
So let's try it out.
I mean, it's just a ground name. Well, now the person knows. I mean, it's got to be somebody you don't know. Like if we called Jimmy, he would know to pick up for you or me. I mean, it's got to be like somebody. Like say tonight we both called Charisse.
Okay.
At like 9 o'clock, but you're sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
$100 each.
I feel ya.
And I wouldn't do her though because she would pick up for you.
Do you want to try it with my sister? Do you want to see if she picks up for us?
Wow. Wow.
I want in on that. I want a side prop bet on that one.
Well, she's that mad at me? I never did it.
She's not mad. Not at all. I kid. I'm just messing with you.
She's not going to pick up from... I don't even think she would know my number. I don't think she has it stored.
She probably has it saved.
You think? Yeah. And that's the other thing, too. You have to have the number saved. So the person's got to be able to. Because if somebody doesn't have your number stored, then obviously most people don't pick up numbers that they don't know.
Okay.
So that's the whole thing.
So you played this last night with your friends?
And then the other night. It was pretty good.
All right. Did you win any money?
Yeah, I did okay.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. About 300.
No, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Just for calling people.
Yeah, it's an ego thing, too.
People are going to pick up for you because they, there's potential there,
That's right. They need
Tickets.
something.
Yeah, tickets.
Yeah. No, we try to
Girl.
also make
Guy.
it. Yeah, that's right. Guys more. We try to make it somebody that is pretty even to both people. Like we were doing guys that we hang out with, okay? Like at the cigar bar and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's got to be like an even playing field. It has to.
Yeah. So it's got to be like, somebody like, say, Jimmy, me, you, and Joe played. You know what I mean? And we both called Joe.
Right.
It's got to be even. You can't be somebody that, like,
Right.
you're banging on the side and the other guy doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not
Can't be
fair.
like that, guys.
No, it's a reputable game.
Joe's
Of course, no. It sounds like it.
Joe's out. It's a reputable game. I think it's fun. Now, you can play for $10. You can play for shots. Charisse, that'd be right up your alley. You play for shots or something like that, or tosses, and you could do that. I mean, I think it's. We had fun with it. But it could get expensive if you keep going. But then you got to have enough people too to play. Like as far as who you're going to call,
Yeah.
Like we were calling people in the cigar lounge, and we were sitting out here.
And just watching them.
Yeah. Well, not really watching to see who they picked up for.
Yeah.
And then
They were like, I know they're outside. Why don't they just come in and talk to me?
Yeah, over here.
Yeah. But sometimes they didn't see us. I lost one. My one buddy, he got crushed. He lost a couple. And then another guy switched with him, and he did okay.
That's got to deflate the ego a bit, too.
I said, Jimmy, did I say it? I said it's a little bit of an ego game.
It is. If nobody picks up your phone calls.
Yeah, you're like, what are you doing? 2, 3 people in a row. I mean, again, guys, I'm trying to develop things for the kids of tomorrow.
Yeah, of
Charisse,
course.
what do you think of the game?
I think that's dumb. To be honest. I mean, they do this thing on TikTok where you call a bunch of friends and you got to see if they'll lie for you, like on the spot. So, like, you'll say, "Hey, we went to that. What was that restaurant that we went to last night?" Even though they didn't go to a restaurant, but they're gonna see if like they would go with it.
Yeah, of course. I do that all the time for my friends for years. That's not really hard. You could just wing a bet.
You're like, that's not a game. That's life.
That's Greek's life. Lying.
Talk about game. I mean, again, my game is based on gambling and money. That's what it's about. And just trying to find it. That's what it's about. You're just trying to make a little cash. It's like elevators. We used to bet the elevators, so now we've evolved. Right. So that's it. I mean, you can play with a couple people at 10X. I was talking to them. Different people that that you could just play with, but it's,
All right, well, if you try it out over the weekend, you let us know how it goes. Let us know how much money you made.
I don't know how much more I'm going to play.
No, I'm talking about the people listening right now. Yeah.
You play for $10.
There you
play
go.
for a shot. I mean, you're Charisse, that's your name, right? She says it's dumb.
I mean, to each his own. I'm probably not going to play it either, but it is what it is.
I don't need you guys to play. That's why I like doing that other show.
Apparently, this is where the ego gets bruised. Just talking about it.
I didn't say it was bad. It's just not my cup of tea. Not everybody likes every kind of game. You probably don't like Duck Duck Goose, and other people do. Like, I don't know. It's not everybody's thing.
What is Duck Duck Goose? I don't even know what
You
that
never
is.
played that when you were a kiddo?
No, I had no childhood. What was that about?
That's when, like, you sit around in a circle, and then somebody is going around, and they're hitting your head, and they're going, duck, duck, duck. And then when you goose somebody, then they got to get up and try to chase you and get you. And then you're what are you? Are you the duck or you're the goose?
Yeah, the goose.
You're the goose.
Yeah. And then you got to sit in their spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a different game in my neighborhood.
Was it?
Yeah. Especially the goosing part.
Yeah, the duck started with an F.
Oh my God!
Wow.
It is the Penthouse. I will keep my games to myself because obviously this audience.
I did not say that. I said, listen, there's some people who may enjoy it. Not everybody's going to like all the games.
Of course, I
Yes.
like it. That's good enough.
Exactly.
It is the Penthouse. We are live at Cigar Lounge. Listen for Charisse today. You might not hear her tomorrow. We're going to come back with a Greek misspeak, and we're going to come back with This Day in History, and a trifecta, and so much more. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
Hey, it's a Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures warming to the lower and middle 80s across the area. We'll see a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour with an isolated shower possible through the day. Increasing clouds this evening, calm winds tonight with lows returning to the middle 60s by Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Brisa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty, that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. 10 years entertaining South Florida. Adult entertainment at its best. Upscale dining, full liquor, full nude. The best girls in South Florida at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week until 5 a.m. And this Saturday night, January 21st, it's UFC 283 live. And throw in some football, it sounds like a perfect weekend at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Peace.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising. Get started today. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Attention Bachelor Nation. He's back. The host of some of America's most dramatic TV moments returns with the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison. During 2 decades in reality TV, Chris saw it all, and now he's telling all.
It's going to be difficult at times. It'll be funny. We'll push the envelope. But I promise you this, we have a lot to talk about.
Listen to the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
As you're heading out along 95, really nothing to slow you down now in Palm Beach County. Things are looking good in West Palm, north towards the Gardens. And we do have underground utility work shutting down Lakeview Ave, downtown West Palm. This is between Flagler Drive and Chase Street, and that'll be shut down for another week. So keep that in mind. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's front of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Hey. You're back in the Penthouse on a Friday afternoon.
Bug spray.
Just threw Franny's bug spray. Had a bug. We are live at Strike Cigar Lounge. Jimmy, good morning.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hi, good morning.
We're going to get into this day in history and a Greek's trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's trifecta.
All right, Joe Namath yesterday made a call out to Aaron Rodgers on a radio station in New York, says he wants him to join the Jets, and even he can wear number 12. He can get his number. It's a retired number. Obviously, Namath had it with the Jets, but he called in yesterday and said, hey, let's get Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. We would want you. We need you. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's nice that Joe Namath did pick up the phone, call a radio station, give him a personal invitation, and also tell him that, hey, you can wear my number. The NFL division round playoffs are here. Tomorrow you got the Chiefs and Jaguars. Chiefs are -8. That's at 4:30. And then you got the Eagles, 7.5 over the Giants. Those two are very familiar with each other. On Sunday at 3 o'clock, you got the Bills -5 against the Bengals and the 49ers -4 against Dallas. And Gronk was on a podcast, and he talked about his playing career. He said this year there was no time he thought about ever coming back. He wasn't coming back. He didn't have the mindset. And he said he got a couple calls from some different teams, and, of course, Tampa Bay, but he said he's done, and he's just enjoying retirement, doing a lot of different things. And that is your first trifecta of the day. Now we're going to turn it over to Jimmy for this day in history.
On this day in
Well, today's Magic Carpet Ride goes back to 131 years ago today in 1892. The first official basketball game was played at a YMCA training school in Springfield, Massachusetts. The players used peach baskets without cutting out the bottom. The game had to be stopped after every basket so someone could climb a ladder and get the ball. 71 years ago today, in 1952, a Texan Patricia McCormick became the first professional female bullfighter to compete in Mexico. She defeated 2 bulls. A bunch of presidents were inaugurated today since it is January 20th. 62 years ago today, 1961, John F. Kennedy was sworn in as the 35th president of these United States. His inaugural speech included the famous quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." 50 years ago today, 1973, Jerry Lee Lewis agreed to his first appearance at the Grand Ole Opry. The Opry accepted him on 2 conditions. 1, that he perform only country songs, and 2, that he not use any profanity. He violated both requests. 42 years ago today, 1981, Ronald Reagan was sworn in as the 40th president of the United States. Minutes later, Iran released the 52 American hostages it had held for 444 days. 41 years ago today, rock legend Ozzy Osbourne. This is the day he bit off the head of a bat that some fan threw on stage during a concert in Des Moines, Iowa. Ozzy had to be hospitalized for rabies.
That's crazy.
He claims he thought it was a rubber bat. 34 years ago today, 1989, George Bush the Elder was sworn in as 41st President of the United States. 33 years ago today, 1990, Roseanne married Tom Arnold 4 days after divorcing her first husband. She split up with Tom about 4 years later. 30 years ago today, 1993, the amazing Audrey Hepburn passed away of colon cancer at the young age of 64. 30 years ago today, 1993, Billy Clinton was inaugurated as the 42nd U.S. president. 29 years ago today, 1994, Sharon Faulkner became the first female to attend classes at the Citadel following a long legal battle for the right to enroll. But it took another year and a half before she was allowed to fully experience the rigors of a cadet training in August of 1995. She quit a week later because she couldn't handle the isolation and stress. She is currently a high school teacher. 27 years ago today, 1996, Yasser Arafat is elected president of the Palestinian National Council with 88.1% of the popular vote, becoming the first democratically elected leader of the Palestinian people in history. And finally, one last president that was inaugurated on this day. In 2009, Barack Obama was inaugurated as the 44th Commander-in-Chief. And that's what happened on this wonderful day, January 20th, in our history.
So you mentioned Ozzy Osbourne in there, that situation with the bat, which still to this day makes you go, ooh. That's what it makes you do. Yeah. But I don't know if you saw this or not. I guess he's been, people have been trying to get him knighted. And so now he's actually being considered for knighthood. And I'm surprised that he hasn't been yet. So they started a petition on change.org a while ago. It was a few months ago. And I guess this petition is starting to gain some traction. So they're saying, I have to look right now and see how many, because this article came out yesterday. About 35,000 people have signed it, which I thought was a small number for him. Mm-hmm. But the organizer of the petition said that they did get a letter from the government confirming that he was under consideration to be knighted. Now, do you think we have Elton John's knighted, right? Paul McCartney is knighted. I know there's a lot of people who are. Do you think he deserves?
I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is. Maybe because he lived in America for a long time? I mean, I don't know.
That what?
That they didn't want to knight him? I don't know. I can't really think. I don't know the criteria to be knighted, to be honest with you. They approached me a couple times.
Well, he's a prince of darkness, so maybe they just think he's a little too dark.
I don't know.
To be knighted?
That you do it. Like I said, I don't know what the criteria is to be knighted. But I'm sure if enough people get behind it, it might pick up some speed.
Yeah, so we like Ozzy. He's our dude. We've had him on the radio before. Very nice guy. So if you want to knight Mr. John Michael Ozzy Osbourne, you just go to change.org. There's a petition right there, and let's get this thing done.
I think also if he speaks about it, that he says, "Say, I want it. I want to be knighted. It's something I always wanted, and it would complete me." But yeah, if he says all that, then maybe then it might be okay. Let's knight him. You never know. I don't know if those kind of things intrigue him or make him want to do it. So he would have to answer that. But if he went out there and I think started lobbying for it, then I probably would look at it and say, okay, he wants this, and it's good for us, and everybody could be pretty happy with it. But I don't know. He's a little bit of a character.
No, absolutely.
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
But he's definitely tamed down. He's a bit more with age. I'm excited. I don't know if it's already out or not, but I know they have that other reality show. That's going to be coming out. I loved the Osbournes when it was on MTV back in the day.
It was funny.
I really enjoyed watching that. Yeah, and just to see, they've all evolved. Like the kids have kids now and stuff. Their grandparents, Sharon and Ozzy. So I'm curious to see it. So this is something that we talked about before, and we're talking about gift cards. I know, Jimmy, you've held on to a few. I probably have like 6 or 7 in my purse right now that I haven't used. One is easily 2 years old. We've had gift cards, and Jimmy and I have this conversation where the places are no longer open, so we can't use them anymore because the businesses have closed down. Yeah. But tomorrow is actually Use Your Gift Card Day. So they want to remind you because it looks like that, according to creditcards.com, $21 billion worth of gift cards will go unspent this year.
Wow.
Is that not crazy?
That's a lot. That's a lot of gift cards.
Yep.
21 million? Mm-hmm. Wow.
They say that almost half of Americans have at least one unused gift card or voucher that they have just lying around. So it is. They said an average person is sitting on about $175 worth of gift cards right now.
I have one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a new Tommy Bahama.
Okay. Is it fairly new?
Yeah, but I got it for Christmas. So that's not bad. But yeah, besides that, no, I'm usually pretty much, if I get one, I don't get them that much. But if I get them, I use them.
You're a right away kind of person?
Yeah. I think whoever I get them from, people know. Like, I get a lot for the cigar place, like Strikes, places that I go in that I could use it right away.
So, see, that's nice, right? Like, if you're going to give somebody a gift card that you know that they frequent an establishment because they will get used up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple that I have, and the reason why, don't get me wrong, like one of the places is absolutely amazing and delicious. It's just not in my area, so I haven't used it because I don't travel south that often. But I do have a few. I even have Publix, and that's the thing. Sometimes you just forget about it. I'm at Publix all the time, and I forget that I have gift cards that are just hanging out in my drawer.
I had a guy at Christmas. He loves tequila and he loves vodka. He said to me, I said, "What do you drink?" He goes, "Why don't you just give me a gift card to a liquor place?"
Yeah.
Said he go, and I gave it to him. And I remember him texting me like 2 days later, "That gift card's gone. Thanks, Greek." So he used it. But like you said, if you golf, a lot of guys, if you're golfers, maybe to a golf store. Or maybe to where they play golf, something like that. That'd be a good thing. But the restaurant, like you said, if you get a gift card for a restaurant that you don't go to or it's not in your area, it is tough to,
Did you know I just found out from Jason, my co-host on The Gator, that our dude, your best friend, Bob Pittman, has a tequila.
Oh, wow.
And so I was at an establishment, I don't know, a couple months ago that I frequent. I haven't been there in a while because I'm still holding on strong to dry January. It's a bar. But they have this tequila there. And the woman was like, "It's one of my favorites."
Wow.
And I was like, because I'm kind of like you, G-Man, when it comes to things I like. I'm a creature of habit when it comes to my tequila. So I stuck with the Terramana.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm very curious. I had no idea. It's called Casa, I think it's Dragones.
Send him an email.
Yeah, House of the Dragon.
Say, I had your tequila last night. What do you think?
But I guess he's had it for a while. Like, this isn't a new thing. In 2009.
I heard about it years ago, and I totally forgot about it until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Until you mentioned it. But yeah, there is somebody else I think you said who's going to be coming out with a liquor, right? Jason
Momoa, the stud, he's coming out with a vodka.
Ooh.
Yes. So I know that he's going to be doing like a big event for it. I don't know, G-Man, I know you have connections.
Where's it at?
If you can get us, I don't know. Probably in like Hawaii or something.
Oh, I was going to say Miami.
No, I don't know. I don't know exactly where the event's at, but I'm sure just for him putting his name on it, he'll probably do pretty well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It'll be instant credibility. Mm-hmm. It'll be like The Rock and all that. And then obviously the liquor has to be good. Even like
here we go. I just found it. So Game of Thrones star Jason Momoa has created a new sustainable vodka, and I think we may be able to do this. The vodka's name is Mei Lee.
Mei Lee?
Mei Lee, and it is going to be introduced at the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America in Orlando, Florida.
All right.
It's at the Gaylord Palms.
There you go.
Let's do it.
What, is he on your list to meet?
Charisse, I think we have a field trip.
Yes. He is hot.
I mean, even guys. My husband has a crush on him. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Jason Momoa. That's awesome.
Maybe he'll drive.
Jason Momoa. Jimmy likes that dude. Jimmy's got a crush on him.
Hell yeah. Get your hands off my man, bitch.
4 in.
Yep, road trip, Jimmy. Let's do this. Me, you, Charisse, and Matt. Holla. If your wife loves him too, she's coming.
Oh, yeah.
877-927-6969. That's the number to call. It is Friday. If you have a misspeak you want to hear, you can text us or call us. Would you go as far as Orlando to meet somebody that you think is a star? Maybe one of your favorite ball players, maybe an actor who's got a new tequila. Would you go? Or
2 hours isn't that far to go for Momoa.
Oh, if you like them, yeah.
How far would you drive for Halle Berry, Jim? Or G?
20 minutes.
You're such a liar.
Hope Sound.
Right.
Hope Sound.
Such a liar.
Depend like what she needed. Like if she wanted to meet me to just say hi and get it out of her system, I don't know. But if she was like, hey, we're going to have dinner, hang out, play Twister with baby oil, I might drive an hour. You know, I mean.
Just an hour. You're so full of it. He would drive so much farther than that if she was like, hey, you want to hang out?
You would fly yourself
Oh,
out.
yes, he would.
You'd fly to Asia.
Yeah, he would.
Asia.
I know.
Where's Asia? Is that by Seacaucus?
Yeah, Seacaucus.
It's in Europe.
I don't know if I would
got
go
a
to
drop
Asia.
about that.
Yeah, I know. That's a great one. I don't know if I would fly to Asia. That's a long flight, to be honest with you. Is she putting out, or we're just going to, like, hang out?
Let's say she's putting out.
And we're going to have sushi and just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would say to her.
Yeah.
I don't think I would fly to Asia if it was just friends, to be honest with you. I mean, that's a long flight. That's like 22 hours. It's a lot. I mean, we could Zoom and look at each other, stuff like that, see if there's any kind of connection first.
Is Asia 22 hours?
It's pretty far from
Wow.
here. I'm guessing.
He has no
How long do
idea.
you think, Jimmy?
I don't know either. I've never flown there.
I would guess from Miami, I'm guessing 22 hours. And I'm just throwing a shot in the dark. And Franny's going to look it up because she's the Google monster. And we'll see how close I came or if I'm totally off. And it's like 12 hours or something like that.
Yeah, you can get there 13 hours.
14?
13.
All right.
That's close.
Still a lot of my...
From Miami?
Not really. Still a lot of my time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say to her, like, are you going to put out? I'm not
Oh, here
that
we go. Miami to China, 16 hours. Here we go. We're getting a little closer to you. 16 hours, 58 minutes.
I was supposed to go to Hong Kong years ago. and I
Yeah,
got
I
off the
remember you
plane.
saying that with an ex-girlfriend, right?
Yeah, I got off the plane.
Oh, so you were actually on the plane.
Yeah, I couldn't
You
do it.
boarded the plane, and then you sat there and said, nope.
No, we got on and we had like 35 minutes, and I started thinking about it. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
You're like, she's not worth it.
No, she was worth it. She was a sweetheart.
So what happened?
I just got off. I didn't.
Was it the distance? Was it the flight? You just didn't want to go that far?
I didn't want to go that far. And I was really. She was bringing me back shirts anyway, custom shirts. I just didn't want to go.
You're like, I don't need to go to get the shirts. She's bringing them anyways. Did she pay for the trip, or did you pay for the trip?
It was her job. She was a designer, and they used to send her to Hong Kong.
But for your flight, who paid?
The company paid.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they did. And I was going to stay in her room, but
Okay.
no sex.
Of course not.
And we're going to just hang out. But I just
Did the company get reimbursed for the flight you didn't take?
I never checked into it.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice of you.
I was just like, I'm just not happy. Something happened. I don't know what it was. Something with the plane. We had to wait like another hour. I don't know what happened, but I didn't want to go.
I can just see you just not wanting to sit on a plane for that long.
I didn't want to go anyway. I really didn't. For the whole time. I was just like, I don't want to do it. And she's like, it's such an experience. You'll remember it for life. Hang out, the whole thing.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
Okay. 877.
If you talk to her again, is she still working up there? She's got some extra flights.
I talked to her last time I talked to her maybe a while ago. I don't think she was a designer for years.
Okay.
Very good career. But I don't know if she's going to Hong Kong anymore. I don't know if I want to go. Maybe Greece. Like I said, like, you guys going to Greece? Maybe I would try that, but I don't know about Hong Kong. Jimmy, would you want to go to Hong Kong?
Absolutely. I'd love to. I'd love to visit Asia. I'd love to travel. If I had the money, I'd go all over the world if I could.
That's great. What about you, Franny? Would you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Charisse?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because you're going to have a lot of time now upcoming.
Why?
I think he's saying he's going to blow you out.
Yeah. Going to be unemployed here soon.
Sounds like. Yeah. I know.
Jimmy's got the drop of the game is dumb. It is the Penthouse. We are at Strike Cigar Lounge, having a good time. Come on down here. We got some people already here hanging out on the patio, having a glass of wine or a cappuccino or whatever you guys want. Don't forget, this weekend's a great place to watch all the playoff games. I'll be here sporadically throughout the weekend, like salt and pepper on a steak. You might see me, you might not, but I will be here. Franny, I think we got some Florida stories. What are we looking at?
Yeah, I know I like my Cheetos flaming, like the flaming hot Cheetos, but I don't know if this person likes their Corvette flaming. Yep, there's a flaming Corvette in the news. We also have somebody that works for the post office, a contractor. I don't know if you heard about this. That happened in Palm Beach Gardens. That day, these people did not get their mail. And somebody tried to bust into an ATM machine. I'll let you know if they were successful or not. Coming up in your What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures warming to the lower and middle 80s across the area. We'll see a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour with an isolated shower possible through the day. Increasing clouds this evening, calm winds tonight with lows returning to the middle 60s by Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors. Reese Impact Windows are affordable, hurricane-resistant, and energy-efficient. And Reese installs most windows faster than other companies in Florida at just 6 to 8 weeks. That's right, just 6 to 8 weeks. Go to ReeseWindows.com. That's ReeseWindows.com.
If you wake up every morning just feeling drab or not the best version of yourself, you should ask yourself why. Maybe you're just complacent or just stuck in a rut. Well, let's get you out of that rut, and my friends at Begin a New Med Spa can help you with that. Hey, this is Franny, and that is exactly how I was feeling almost a year ago until I went to Begin Anew. I was exercising and eating well, but something still wasn't right. Exhausted midday, not sleeping well, and had some gut issues. But after I went to Begin Anew and did some extensive lab work for their optimal wellness program, they got me on peptides and supplements, not medications, that truly turned my life around. If you can relate to this, then go and check out Begin Anew. And right now, their optimal wellness program is only $0. Yes, free with qualifying insurance. And maybe after your lab work, Begin Anew may recommend testosterone therapy. Well, now is the time to do it because this month, it is only $49 a week. See what I'm talking about in all of their January specials at beginanewmed.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right. Free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Fill your world with fragrance at Scentsy. They have products that will make your home, office, and more smell Scentsy good all year round. Find delightful fragrances, wax warmers, diffusers, and portable scent systems. Plus home, personal care, kids, and pet products. For the best deals on products you'll love, contact your local Palm Beach Scentsy independent consultant, Kara Myers. Shop now at karam17.scentsy.us. That's KARAM, the number 17.scentsy.us.
Guys, the new year is upon us. It's a time of reflection and often a time to make positive changes in your life. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you've been suffering with erectile dysfunction and don't want to suffer anymore, I'd like to invite you to call us, because frankly, there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it often affects your partner as well. ED can cause rifts in a relationship even if the one you love isn't talking about it. But the good news is that if you're like most guys, you'll get your sex life back because our treatments have success rates as high as 90%. You might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and resolve to get ED out of your life. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 3 offices, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
95 looking good in West Palm. 15-minute ride, southern to PGA. If you are heading, driving along the Turnpike in Martin County, there is a crash southbound in Hobe Sound. This is right by Bridge Road, but FHP is reporting it's off to the shoulder. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword cash at realradio921.com. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back at the Penthouse on a Friday. Good midday to everybody. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for listening to Real Radio. Always appreciate you guys listening to 92.1. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
92.1.
Oh, you know.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And now it's time for some Florida stories.
Francis is here.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
And before I get into this, Jimmy, if you can get this ready, it's not a misspeak, but since we were talking some Ozzy Osbourne, somebody requested on the text line at 47142 the Ozzy and Greek conversation, or what you put together for that.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we will start with a guy in Leesburg, Florida, who was not happy with an ATM machine. So it wasn't like he was there specifically to try to break in to this ATM machine. I guess he got upset because it wasn't giving his card back. So employees saw him screaming at the ATM machine to give his card back. They said he first shook the ATM back and forth, screaming at it, going, "Give me my card." And then the ATM it didn't understand him, so it did not give him back his card. So then he goes back to his truck. He grabs a hammer and just starts beating on the ATM machine. By the way, it never gave him back his card. That doesn't work when you beat it up with a hammer.
No, it's not good.
No.
Gotta wait till next time.
Yeah. So he drove away, and police arrived on the scene shortly. That they said that they were able to catch up to him because, like I said, they were on the scene. People described his truck. Obviously, at a bank, there's cameras everywhere, so they did get the license plates, and they arrested him. They said the ATM did sustain some injuries, G-Man. They said damages were about $3,000 on that ATM machine. I mean, I get it. I'd be upset too, but you go inside. I don't, because they said the employees were there. You go inside and be like, "Hey, listen,
my card's stuck.
My card's stuck. Can you guys help me out here?"
It happened to me once.
Did it?
It sucked.
Did you have the employees help you get it out?
Yeah, it was during the day.
Okay. But yeah, then Bradenton police said that they were in the right place at the right time when they spotted an old classic Chevy Corvette that was driving, by the way, like still moving, on fire. They said that the sports car was driving along Barcarota Avenue, and they said it just erupted in flames. The department said detectives ran after the car to alert the driver while also notifying the dispatchers. So while the detectives were unsuccessful in putting out the flames with a portable fire extinguisher, the city of Bradenton, Florida, the fire department quickly arrived and put out the fire. They're like, you do not see that every day. And man, I feel so bad because it was such a beautiful classic car. And that thing
sucks.
Yeah, was engulfed in flames. And then finally, in your Florida, I did hear about this. Luckily, it was not my neck of the woods. But if you were in Palm Beach Gardens, specifically that Mirabella, which is at Mirasol.
Okay.
Yep, in Palm Beach Gardens. You may not have gotten your mail. So the incident happened where a private contractor who was delivering mail for the U.S. Postal Service decided that they did not want to finish up their day. So instead, they took a bunch of mail and went behind that neighborhood and just dumped it in one of the ponds there.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I guess you got fired.
It was a female. So they confirmed. They said that residents witnessed it in this gated neighborhood. They were like, it's absolutely terrible. But there's been a problem since we moved here, said one person in particular, Bryant Kane. So I guess Bryant Kane said that every now and then he won't receive his mail. Mm-hmm. And it's probably this woman. He probably didn't realize it until he witnessed her taking all this mail and just dumping it. The guy was like, a lot of my bills I don't get. They send us late notices all the time. My wife gets phone calls, and we're just like, what? We never got anything. And now connect the dots. That is exactly what happened. So if you've not heard this and you live in that area, it looks like they have identified her as Bendina Tropnis, 25 years old, of Wellington, Florida. So she worked for Cummings Contract Delivery Service, and I guess they contract them out because they have a bit of a shortage, and so that's what they do. Yep.
So she's not technically a mail person.
She is but she doesn't work for the U.S. Post Office.
Okay.
Yep. They said that the residents watched her as she dumped a container full of mail into the lake behind the houses. The police say that she is in big, big trouble, and obviously she did get arrested. And I will get more details of that story, but for now, that is your What the Florida.
Thank you so much, Francis. Great job. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Jimmy, I believe we have a caller on hold?
The caller dropped off. Stacy was on hold for us, but apparently she had to go.
Okay. It is the Penthouse on a Friday, 877-927-6969. If you don't like New Yorkers down here, I got bad news for you. In 2022, it was the most ever that people from New York changed their license to Florida license. I believe it was like 64,000 and changed. Now, that's the whole state. It's not just Boca. So you don't have to worry about seeing all of them at once. But 64,000 people, the most ever in 2022. People are still moving down here. The weather's beautiful. The lifestyle's great. No state tax. Those are some of the biggest things about it. But people from New York are still coming down here even after COVID is over. Fran, do you notice a difference of more and more people in your area?
Not really.
No?
No. I mean, obviously with the seasons,
yeah.
You notice people. We have season here in Florida. Some places necessarily don't, but I haven't noticed it any different this season.
How about you, Jimmy?
Nothing like, just right now immediately. I mean, Port St. Lucie has doubled in population over the course of the past, I don't know, I'd say 5 to 7 years as it is.
Yeah.
So, yes, I have noticed a major difference, especially driving to work each morning. Like 6 o'clock now, it's packed from where I get on across town right through Hope Sound. I mean, it's just packed.
Yeah.
And it used to be,
And I guess,
clear as day.
Yeah, I have a pretty short commute. I really don't travel that much unless I'm coming down here. And technically, when I say season, I'm not talking about winter, spring, or fall. If you're not familiar, we call it season. People in the service industry, whether you work at hotels or a restaurant or whatever it is, that's when a lot of people from up north come down. And it's winter time typically where they do, and they go back when it's summer. So they stay winter, spring, and then go back summertime because they just don't want to deal with the cold.
Yeah.
So that's when you start getting busy and people start making a lot more money during the time. Summertime, it slows down a lot. But yeah, I haven't. Have you, G-Man? I mean, you're always bouncing around.
Yeah, it seems a little bit more crowded to me. But I bump into a lot of people, and every time I turn around, it seems like somebody new has moved here from New York or New Jersey area, Connecticut, Philadelphia. I've heard that, but it seems like the last month or so, I've bumped into a lot of people, new people. Even in my building, who have moved down sporadically and just come down here and try it out and want a new life and a better life. And they all say that, love the weather, especially if you're moving during the winter and you come down here. It's a big difference. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. In a few weeks, February 12th is the day, and that is going to be the Super Bowl. And everybody's anticipating who's going to be in there. Nobody really knows. There's 8 teams left. The Jaguars are still alive, the only Florida team. But I know, Franny, you were talking about Super Bowl, like, favorite foods that people like and that things that they look forward to for the Super Bowl. And, of course, the traditional ones a lot of people do know. But they're always, everybody seems like everybody has a Super Bowl party. Strikes is having one. You can give these guys a call or go to their website to make a reservation. I think they're almost sold out. But I know there's a lot of people that always plan big Super Bowl parties.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get into that. And before we get into that, you can shoot us a text, 47142. Start it off with Real Radio. You can email Jimmy@realradio921.com. Utilize that talkback feature on the absolutely free iHeartRadio app. What is your must-have for Super Bowl foods? We're going to talk about it when we get back after Misspeak, the most popular Super Bowl party foods in America. But before we do that, do you have the Ozzy Osbourne Greek conversation ready?
I sure do, and here we go.
Well, everybody knows what I did, and I just explain myself.
Well, I don't get the brain man comb.
Good mood down today.
Give and take, I give it, she takes.
Yeah, you know what? I had to walk out the day.
Well, it's impossible because I'm probably dead or in prison as well.
Maybe a fragrant flower?
I don't know. I suppose we just dragon.
Can't get better by one stretch out.
Sees me starting to slide for me. And I thought, well, must have been something when I did it.
I'm counting the hours. There's 12, bitch.
I'm getting out of the working class environment, and I became successful in entertainment field.
Beautiful Smith. Love you, Greek. Great job.
There you go. A cameo with Lou Holtz, too, in there.
Yeah, Lou Holtz.
Yes.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Friday, beautiful day. Get down to Strike Cigar Lounge on the patio. Come on down. Even if you don't have to smoke a cigar, just come on down, enjoy the weather, and great place to watch the games this weekend. We'll be back with a Greek Misspeak. Peace. Love the show.
Rover's Morning Glory. I'm sure, Crystal, our phone screener, you've had crazy arguments with your estranged husband.
I threw a cup out of anger, and it hit the window, broke the one pane of the window.
Jeez.
And then I threw a chair, and the chair hit the drywall, and there's a hole in the drywall.
And he puts up with that?
If I was to be screaming, like, outside of the house, if I stepped outside the door and was yelling, he would be upset by that. It's a public spectacle. He is extremely private. So if it is going to happen, he'd rather it happen in the house.
Or on the radio.
Right?
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures warming to the lower and middle 80s across the area. We'll see a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour with an isolated shower possible through the day. Increasing clouds this evening, calm winds tonight with lows returning to the middle 60s by Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at blindster.com.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition smart bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Deb's constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating kept giving her grief. She talked to her doctor to get some relief. Deb had irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, which was a start. Saying yes to Linzess helped her do her part.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. You're going to love this place. Great humidor, great ambiance, and a great patio. And it's a good place to watch the games as we get ready for that big game in Rihanna. Make sure you stop down to Strikes any day of the week. They're open, and Greek's Gridiron will be there again in January. It's 2023, baby. Light up with a great cigar and be a winner at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace.
Morgan & Morgan. Dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law. That's all.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Bloody Mary now, Manatee Mojito later, and tomorrow maybe a Florida Mule. Hey, it's Megan, and it's hard to decide on just one cocktail to craft when Knox & Dunn Florida Rum is so versatile. And I love that Knox & Dunn is made right here in our backyard. Their strong and true American rum is made from Florida-grown sugarcane and aged in American oak bourbon barrels. The color comes straight from the barrels, and nothing else is added to enhance the flavor. Don't settle for anything less. Head over to your favorite liquor store and ask them for a bottle of Knox & Dunn Florida Rum. If they don't have it, tell them to get with the program and carry Florida's fastest growing local craft spirit. You can thank me later.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
95 looking good in West Palm. 15-minute ride, southern to PGA. If you are heading, driving along the Turnpike in Martin County, there is a crash southbound in Hobe Sound. This is right by Bridge Road, but FHP is reporting it's off to the shoulder. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
No one has the same taste as you.
You damn right.
From the music you love to the
I think that's dumb.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse, and you are back on a Friday. Always welcoming you guys back. Thank you so much for listening to 92.1 Real Radio. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hello, what's going on?
And I think it's time for a Greek misspeak.
Sure is. Here we go, kids.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
Dallas gets in the mix because one of them, Dallas is going to play the Niners or Eagles next round.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Goodbye, Mammy.
Hello, Daddy.
Would have been good if Joe was here because Joe would have came back with the Ohio State red or lick.
You twisted tongue! You will not lick me!
What the hell was it? She walked into the police barracks and she had no socks on her shoes.
How dare you!
Day 8 of Days of Chaos. We'll tell you about big prize when we get back. Peace. We'll talk about that game. TCU just destroyed Georgia.
Nope. Tickets are used for the teams and executives and.
Oh, the team's got half. Yeah, I mean, each team gets an alignment.
The word you're looking for is
allotment.
You want to get rid of something, throw your van in the back of a truck.
Makes it easier to send friends and family an unforgivable gift. I forgive you.
You gotta rub the bird.
Yeah.
Rubbing it now.
There you go.
Thank you, Jimmy. Great job, as always, on the Greek Misspeaks. You know how to rock and roll and make them good. Franny's here with some Super Bowl foods, favorite foods.
Yeah, so Super Bowl's just a few weeks away, and I know you're going to start prepping for your parties, or maybe you're bringing food over to somebody's house. Mm-hmm. And we think they're traditional, right? Like, I know me, I cannot have a Super Bowl without having wings. Like, I feel like wings are a must.
A lot of people do.
Yes. Wings are great. You got to have some kind of, right? You got to have some kind of dip. Chips and dip are definitely a thing. Well, those did make the list. Exactly. So this is interesting because some I've never had at a Super Bowl party. So Google decided to compile some data of the most popular grub for these Super Bowl parties. And if you don't see your food item on this or hear it on this list, you let us know. So the top 10, guacamole. I think it's very popular. I love guacamole. Yeah. I hate the story behind it. Those Mexican avocados. If you watch that documentary, I ruin it for a lot of people. But and most of the time, you always see that the avocados from Mexico, they'll advertise during the Super Bowl.
Yes. Okay.
They have been a lot.
The one time a year you see it. It's the only time you see it all year long.
Yep, and I think a lot of people have guac as one of their dips. Then you got chips and salsa.
Which
go great with the guacamole, right? Mm-hmm. Tater tots. Have you ever had tater tots at a Super Bowl party?
No, what are those?
Yeah. You don't know what tater tots are?
No, not to ring a bell.
Oh, boy. So tater tots are like, they look like little barrels, and they're like shredded potatoes, like hash browns. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they're potatoes.
Okay. But not at a Super Bowl party.
Okay, yeah. I haven't either. I love them.
Yeah.
But I've never had them served. I feel like those are things that should just be served hot, like right out of the fryer or the oven, right?
Yeah. I like shrimp cocktail.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good for you. Goes well with the lemon and water.
Yes. Chili made a list. Love chili. I don't know if I've ever had it at a Super Bowl party, but chili is delicious, especially if they have where you they have the with the Frito pie. Like if you serve it with a bag of the little individual Frito bags, and you do a little chili bar. So you open up the bag of Fritos, you put the chili inside the bag of Fritos on top of it, then you top it with whatever you want: cheese, chives, sour cream, and you have your own little portable Frito chili bag.
They call
That's a great idea.
They call that a walking taco.
Oh, I love it. Is that a Frito pie too, or is that something different?
I know
I've heard of Frito pies.
That's what the Girl Scouts did that one time, and that's what I always heard it referred as.
Okay. But yeah, so good. Then, of course, you have wings, because you got to have wings on there. And then this is where you get me, right? Not only did you get me with the tater tots and a little bit with the chili, but hummus.
Oh, who doesn't like a good hummus?
I like hummus, but for Super Bowl, Super Bowl is game on. Take the healthy away. Hummus made the list. Nachos, right? Nacho bars, those are fun. Mm-hmm. Pigs in a blanket.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. What do you like to dip your pigs in a blanket in?
Mustard.
Yeah, I'm with you. And this one, there's a couple that round it up. Spinach and artichoke dip. Right? There's exactly. I like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it on the top 10 for Super Bowl foods. And then finally here, they have meatballs. Meatballs is one of the top foods that people eat for Super Bowl. And this is according to Google. Now, is there anything that you would add to that list, Jimmy G?
Shrimp cocktail. Yeah, I like shrimp before the game. I'm looking at a Super Bowl picture I had of last Super Bowl party I had. That was a while ago. 2019 at my house and all the stuff we had, but it was catered by Joseph's. So we had a lot of different things. We had wings. We definitely had that. We had some pasta, like you could eat for the game and stuff like that. But
yeah, pasta you could eat?
Yeah.
Cool. Not the kind that you just look at?
Pasta you can look at.
Yeah, the pasta, just don't look at it, don't touch it, don't eat it.
Yeah.
It's pasta you can eat. It's different than the other kind.
Good to know. I'm going to try that.
You can eat that pasta.
Oh, okay, got it. It's not just for decoration.
It's decoration.
Got it.
It was more about the presentation. The table looked good. We had Super Bowl helmets. But yeah, I think it's just whatever you like. Pizza. A lot of people like pizza.
Yeah, pizza did not make the list. I was shocked.
I'm
Hamburgers, too.
Yeah,
like
hot
if you got
dogs.
somebody out there grilling, yeah.
I know pigs in a blanket, but pizza, everybody. I mean, I have never been to every time I'm someplace for regular games, even the games this weekend, people are talking, get pizza.
Yeah,
pizza.
I've never served pizza at a Super Bowl party, but I get it. I understand why you do.
And it's also simple.
Yeah.
I mean, pick it up.
If you're not one who likes to, put together things in the kitchen, then yeah, you just order it.
Empanadas.
Ooh, yummy. I love an empanada.
There you go.
What is an empanada?
It's like that you stuff, like it's like a beef pastry.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I picked them up. I bring them to the Super Bowl party. If you guys have anything that you want to add or that you want to bring or that you say, hey, I got to have it for a Super Bowl party, first thing you got to do is have the game right, pick the right side.
There you go.
That's important.
Jimmy, what do you got?
Oh,
Anything you would add?
We always
Beer?
do some sort of finger food, but one of my favorites is always mozzarella sticks. Throw them in the oven for 20 minutes, boom, there you go. You just because that's what we do. We snack all day on finger food. Like the little mini pizzas or something like that. It depends on whatever catches our eye when we're at the jalapeno poppers. Things along those lines.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I like mozzarella sticks. That's good. If you guys have anything you want to add to us, let us know. Put it on for the Super Bowl. Again, I'll be here.
That was great with the lemon water.
I like lemon in my water. If you don't care, who cares? Because I really don't. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hey, it's a Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures warming to the lower and middle 80s across the area. We'll see a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour with an isolated shower possible through the day. Increasing clouds this evening, calm winds tonight with lows returning to the middle 60s by Saturday morning.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. In all honesty, it's a very hard thing to do. The good news is Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW, you'll connect to a quit coach who will help you assess your addiction. You may also qualify for free nicotine patches or gum. So call us at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW to double your chances of success. No judgments, just help.
adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-583-9917. 800-583-9917. Don't wait. Call now. 800-583-9917. 800-583-9917.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday afternoon. Strike Cigar Lounge. Thank you so much for always listening to us. We do appreciate it. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, now it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, we got to give a hoot to this team because they are playing unbelievable and they are covering. The FAU Owls won again last night, 83-64. They've been on my radar about a week and a half, and their win streak now is 17 games, and they are 18-1, 8-0 in their conference. FAU Owls, ranked number 24 in the country.
First time ever in the top 25 in the AP poll.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Our good friend Sanchez might stop by. He played for them years ago, and they had a very good team. But this is an unbelievable streak. 18 games in a row they've won. 8-0 in their conference. So hats off to the FAU Owls.
Good
Much success. Yeah, I hope they keep doing it. Maybe they'll get to the big dance. That would be something really special.
Yeah.
The NFL's divisional round is starting tomorrow, and it's with the Chiefs and the Jaguars. The Chiefs are favored by 8.5. Then after that, you got the Giants and Eagles, and the Eagles are favored by 7.5. And then Sunday, you got Jimmy's Buffalo Bills against the Bengals, and Buffalo's favored by 5. And then Sunday night, which I think will probably be the highest-rated game at a 4, we'll see. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team, goes to San Fran to play the 49ers, and the 49ers are favored by 4. Should be very exciting this weekend, and then after that, we'll get down to the Final 4 and see who ends up February 12th in Arizona with Rihanna. Joe Namath called into a radio station yesterday and said Aaron Rodgers should come to New York and he could wear number 12, my retired number. That's what he said. We talked about this last week. If Brady ever comes to Miami, would he be able to wear number 12? Because Bob Greasy had it. But Namath says, I don't care. You can wear it. Just come here. I don't think Aaron Rodgers will go to New York, but you never know. It's going to be a carousel of quarterbacks this spring and summer. We'll see where a lot of these guys ends up. I mean, the number one question everybody's going to ask, is Brady coming back? Is he not? A lot of players who watched the games Monday night said he should retire, but I think Brady's going to do what Brady wants to do. But Joe Namath said to Aaron Rodgers, come to New York, we would love to have you. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
So I got a couple texts here about, we were talking about Super Bowl food, and you can always participate with us. That text line is 47142. Start off with Real Radio. Our girl Sarah B texted in. She said, one of my goals is to have a Super Bowl party with catering portions of my favorite Cheesecake Factory appetizers. Pastas, like you like, G-Man. But she said, top of the list, fried mac and cheese. I don't know if you've ever had it. It's pretty damn delicious. So you should make that goal happen, Sarah. Let's get this done. And then I see this little tongue-in-cheek here. It says, we keep simple on our Super Bowl Sunday, or on Super Sunday. Just stuff, you can whip up quick, like beef Wellington and baked Alaska. If you're in the kitchen and you like to cook, that's not something you can just whip up. Hey, I think somebody's stealing my car. And then says, hi, Penthouse. Happy Friday to you all. I just wanted to say you guys are so good at what you do. You really make people's day. Thanks for all the laughs. Have a great weekend. And that's from Stacy in Boca. Stacy, we're in Boca. Come say hi. We're at Strike Cigar Lounge.
Yeah, love to see it.
Downtown Boca. So thank you so much for all those texts, and that's how you can participate. Of course, you can call us on that toll-free line, 877-927-6969. That email is jimmy@realradio921.com. And then, of course, we have the talkback line. You just got to search for Real Radio 921 on that iHeartRadio app.
You guys want to get involved, come on down to Strikes. You got an opportunity. We'll be here till 2 o'clock, but the party continues all the time, 7 days a week, 2 a.m., and it's always a good place to watch the games, kick back, and enjoy yourself. At 11:45, which will be momentarily, you got an opportunity to win tickets for the South Florida Fair, and which Franny was there a couple nights ago, and she raved about it.
Oh, I forgot. I love this story. So our girl Charisse, who's with us right now, and she's always with us here at Strikes. So we were hanging out, and we were underneath the Gator tent, and Aaron, who we've met before, he listens to Real Radio, big fan. Very, very nice guy. So he came by to say hi at first, and we weren't all set up yet. And I was like, hey, we're going to be set up a little bit. And since he said he was a huge fan of Real Radio, and I've met him time, I was like, oh, our girl Charisse, I'm sure. He was like, oh, I've always wanted to meet her. And I was like, well, she'll be back. I was like, she just went to go get something. And he was like, okay. So he comes back with his buddy, and we're talking, and he's taking a picture with me, and Charisse just got herself some food, or somebody. There was one of the trucks who gave us food. It was very nice. Okay. So as he turned around, I was like, and there's Charisse. Charisse legit has her mouth open and a giant corn dog about to enter her mouth.
A long corn dog. That was big and long.
It was like perfect timing because if you listen on Fridays, you know our girl, like she's got no shame in her game. So it was the most perfect timing for Aaron to turn around and to see her and meet her like that, mouth open, corn dog about to enter, and she was like,
Yep.
I died.
Corn dog deep.
Oh my God. So Aaron was like, can I take a picture with you? And she was like, yeah, of course. He was like, can you do that again?
I did take a picture with him with
the corn dog.
Slow down.
Yeah,
Slow
it was so... I died, Jimmy. I was like, oh my God, Charisse, I could not have been more perfect. And she was like just trying to enjoy her corn dog. She did not know I was going to interrupt her. It was good stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Did you give me your number?
She's got a boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Things are serious. Things are serious. Yeah.
I forgot that you were very sick. But the corn dog, did you like the corn dog?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. I finished it all. Like I always do.
Yep, she was good.
Well, so now you got a new fan.
Yeah. And they got a picture together. There's some memories for a lifetime is what he's going to have every time he can look at it. Yeah.
You are a drip.
I hope he has fun with that.
Wow.
I'm sure he already has.
Wow. Hope he has fun with that. Wow. What do you think, Reese? Thank you, Jimmy.
So, Jimmy, I saw this story yesterday, and I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often just because how tanked people get when they tailgate. The dude at the Bills-Dolphins game that you have.
Yeah, how about that? So we've told stories about leaving stuff behind on a vacation or sporting event or something like that. Well, here's one with a twist. A couple of dudes were at the Bills-Dolphins game last Sunday. After the game, they drove home from Orchard Park to Amherst, and that's about an hour drive, so if you're not familiar with the area. When they get home and hopped out of their truck, they heard somebody in the bed of the truck. They opened the tailgate, and sure enough, there was a kid back there. Apparently, it had a couple too many at the game, and he got into the back of their truck thinking it was his dad's. So the guys were really cool. They invited him into their house, and the kid needed a charger for his phone so he could call somebody to come get him. So
that's unbelievable.
I know. He was kind of like, sorry to be a pain in the ass, but can I use your charger?
hate to be a pain in the So the driver was really cool. Steve was his name, and he wrote on Twitter about it. And he wrote, "Kid was super nice. Just mistake my truck for his dad's. Rode over an hour, passed out in the back of his truck. He came inside, watched the rest of the Giants game while waiting for his parents to come pick him up." You can imagine that. You hop in a wrong vehicle, and a couple hours later, there you are in somebody's home looking for a ride back. That's funny.
Yeah. We've heard of, drunk stories. I know people who have ended up in the wrong apartments.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I've heard of that, where they just open the door, walk in, and just pass out on the couch, and then the homeowner gets up, and they're just like they freak out. You got a stranger laying on your couch. Yep. I think there was famously a celebrity who did that and walked into somebody's house and just fell asleep on the table. I have to look that up, but that was a story we said years ago.
Actually, we've heard a bunch of stories about that, and then they accidentally get shot, because they're going into somebody's stranger's home.
They think they're a home intruder.
Yeah, they think they're an intruder, and they get something happen to them that way. Yeah, it can be ending really bad, too. You got to be careful.
Yeah, so this guy was in the bed of the truck, so that's how they didn't really notice him. He was in with all the tailgate gear.
Wow.
And fell asleep.
That's unbelievable.
Yep, the house was an hour away from the stadium, too.
He wakes up, hey, what's happening? Who won? Jimmy, do we have a caller on hold?
Yeah, we do. We have Rick checking in with us. Hey, Rick, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, Rick. What can we do for you today, bud?
I just wanted to chime in on some stuff for Super Bowl. You have to look at the dessert. And I always make donuts stuffed with cream shaped like footballs.
Oh, that's cool. Like Bavarian cream, like a Boston cream type thing?
Yeah. Like I do Bavarian and Boston.
Excellent.
And seems to be a big hit.
Sounds like it. Homemade, too? That sounds delicious.
Yeah. So I just wanted to chime in with that. And then also, too, my mom wants to know, Franny, when you're going to bring back free pouring with Franny.
Oh, well, I might do, it would be fun. Maybe I'll just do them for the holidays. Maybe I'll do one for the Super Bowl. Come up with a Super Bowl cocktail. Right now it's just too tempting, Rick, because I'm doing dry January, so we're just going to lay off that. But yeah, no, maybe I'll just do one for the holidays. Maybe I'll do something for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Easter,
there you go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. And can I give some parting words for the Greek? Bonus Sarah.
Yes. Bonus Sarah.
All right. You guys
thank you so much. Day. Thank you for listening.
And good night to you, too.
Thanks, Rick.
It's good morning in some countries. It's good morning in some countries. Depends the time you say it.
Okay.
If you say at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're just going to bed. It's like Bonus Sarah. But really, you're going to bed. And it could be also good morning. You never know. Time. Jimmy, are we ready to give away some tickets?
We can do that. Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty good timing there. Let's give away a 6-pack of tickets to the South Florida Fair right now. That is going on right now till January 29th at the South Florida Fairgrounds. This year's fair theme is Dino-Mite with amazing dinosaur encounters, rides, great fair, food, and so much more. Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said. And this game is so easy, anybody can do it. I'm going to read you a quote, and you just have to let us know whether Greek said that or Franny said it. And, of course, I've got the audio to back it up, so I'm going to line up some people right now. Look at the phone lines blow up for South Florida Fair tickets. I don't blame them at all. It's a great time. So I'm going to line up some people. I'll let you know when we're ready, guys.
Thank you so much. Now, Franny, I know you had something about Taylor Swift and that she writes everybody knows she writes a lot of songs about her breakups and situations that she goes through, correct?
Yes.
A lot of singers do.
That's what she's known for writing songs about her exes.
Adele.
Yeah?
She's another one who does a lot of that about her breakups. Would you be flattered if somebody wrote a song about you?
I mean, even if it was a negative song, the fact that I am still taking up just space in your heart and your mind, I'd be like, yeah, and they wrote a song about me? Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
How about you, Sharice?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would it be? What do you think the theme would be?
Oh, my God. I don't know. Maybe something
All those crazy nights.
sexual.
Of course it would. Of course.
You wonder
Like a
why
nice
people...
R&B jam, you know?
All right, a little slow,
jam.
Would you say R&B jam?
R&B.
Oh, okay.
Rhythm and blues.
All right. I thought you said something else. I was like, wow, that is a jam.
How about you, G? If somebody wrote a song about you, a breakup song, what it would be about?
Oh, my God. Disappointment. Great first date, and then after that it went downhill.
Yeah, so she's, I guess there is a Bad Blood Taylor Swift themed breakup bar.
Breakup bar.
Yes, it is a breakup bar. Man, how crazy is this? Bad Blood is from 2014. How time flies, Jesus. So this is going to be launching, they're saying it's going to run between January 27th through February 26th, and they call this anti-Valentine's Day season, even though Valentine's Day is in the mix during that time. But that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a cool place if you want to, do photographs. They're going to make it very Instagrammable. But they say you can have photo opportunities, get ready to engage in some champagne problems. They say they're going to be tarot card readers in there, too.
Ooh.
To give you, yeah. They're going to have the Shake It Off wheel of cocktails for your drink of choice, too.
Now, is it just people who are broken up, or anybody can go?
I think anybody can go. They're not going to be like, hey, how do you find out? I mean, how can you realize if that's factual or not?
But it might be a good place to meet somebody.
Oh, absolutely.
If
And this is that anti-Valentine's. So couples can go, but I bet you a lot more single people will be there.
That's my point. Might be a good place to hook up and meet somebody.
Yeah. Now, you do have to get a plane ticket because it's in Chicago.
A little cold.
Chicago's a great place. Yeah. It's going to be cold in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different theme. Some people like stuff like that.
Well, listen. I mean, we saw what happened when her tickets were going on sale. I mean,
Crazy.
Ticketmaster basically collapsed is what happened. So people will go out of their way.
Have you ever
to
seen
go
her in
there.
concert?
She's not really my cup of tea.
That's what I'm saying. She's not your.
She's not my cup of tea. Not like I respect her.
Yeah, I've seen her. She's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you see her? Do you remember?
Dang, it was around that time, 2014.
Okay.
And I think Ed Sheeran was like the opener.
Oh wow!
Really?
He opened for her.
He opened for her?
Mm-hmm. That was a while
I mean, that's
ago.
how huge she is, though.
Yeah, I'm saying.
It was the Red Tour, I think it was. I think it was in Fort Lauderdale, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, she was good. I liked.
No, people.
I've heard she's great.
Yeah, she's great.
Just I don't know if somebody gave me a free ticket, I'd be like, sure, yeah, why not? But I'm not gonna buy tickets. Yeah, she's like, I work for a radio station, people.
Right. I wouldn't buy it. No.
All right, Jimmy, we ready to give some tickets away?
We sure are. We are giving away a 6-pack of tickets to the South Florida Fair, and our first contestant is Taylor. Taylor, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing pretty good, Taylor. How long you been listening to this fine radio station?
About 12 years.
12 years. Got a good run in there. Let's see if we can get you hooked up with a 6-pack of tickets to the South Florida Fair. You big on the rides or the food or both, Taylor?
Mostly the food.
Yeah, who isn't, huh? They got great food at the fair, especially the South Florida Fair. All right, Taylor, we're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said. I'm going to read you a quote, and you got to let us know whether Greek said it or Franny said it. Okay, bud?
Got it.
All right, and I've got the audio to back it up. Here is your quote. It's a lengthy one, so hang tight for a second, and I will read it twice. I think it's in. You got to tell me. Nod your head so I know if it's in. I'll read that again to you, Taylor. I think it's in. You got to tell me. Nod your head so I know if it's in. Did Greek say that or did Franny say that?
Oh, I'm going to go with Greek.
That's right. Greek was the one that wasn't quite sure if it was in, and to let him know, and this is what it sounded like.
I think it's in. You got to tell me.
Okay.
Nod your head so I know if it's in.
There you go, Taylor. That's how you do it. A one and done. We got a big winner here. 6-pack of tickets to the South Florida Fair. Now, Taylor, if you would, hang tight. I'm going to put you on hold. When we go to break in a couple of minutes, I'm going to get back on the line off air, and I'll get a little bit more info from you, and we'll get you set up. Okay, bud?
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, that's how you do it right there, kids.
Congrats. Do you know, what was the context? Did you know, Jan, of that conversation? Because I do not remember.
I know it's something I've said before.
Is it? All right.
Really?
Many times.
Okay, so not just that once.
Oh, all the time. All the time. Every day as I start my morning. First day. You know what I saw early this morning? God bless her. Cher got engaged.
Oh, really?
No kidding.
Yeah. I mean, she's got to be.
Now, how young shall I say is her man?
I think he's in his late 20s, early 30s.
Wow.
No surprise there.
High five, Cher, right? Oh, my God.
Yeah, she got engaged. It was all over. One of my buddies called me. He's like, Cher got engaged. I went, get out. And the Eagles -7.5.
Wow. He is. It looks like he is 36.
Oh, they're close.
Yes, they're close in age.
Alexander Edwards.
So, gee, that's close in age.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. She's been engaged a couple times.
Mhm.
Married a couple times. But at least she found love again.
I forgot. So she has been linked up to
Everybody.
lot of heavy hitters, but I'm looking at some of these and I'm like, wow, I didn't know. So she hasn't been married since Greg Allman, which was in the mid to late 70s. Obviously, we know Sonny Bono. But Gene Simmons, did you know that? These are all new to me. Gene Simmons, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, I know.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I didn't know. Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Do you think they fought with that Top Gun?
Top Gun, I was gonna
fight
say.
over?
Probably.
Yeah. Richie Sambora and Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty, I knew.
I did not know about Tom Cruise. I didn't know Val Kilmer, Gene Simmons.
I think Colin Farrell, the actor.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, I think he dated her for a while.
Interesting.
Yeah. She gets around. But she's in her 70s, too. So, I mean,
But
give her.
no, I get it.
It's not like
Yeah.
she's 35.
No.
I don't think she's a hooch.
Goals right there.
Oh, she looks fantastic. She has got
sure
the tightest
does.
stomach
Damn.
ever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think she's 70, or am I wrong?
She's older than 70, I want to say.
Is she?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe 75, whatever.
She is 76 years old.
God bless her.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 36. They're close in age.
Yeah. I wonder what they
40
listen
years.
to.
Greek logic.
I would love to be a fly on that wall.
Right?
Oh, they probably still get along, I'm sure.
I mean, that's like Madonna and her man. Her man's in his 20s.
She's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, hey, love has no age. You know,
It
it's out
doesn't,
there.
right?
If you're out there, and if you're young.
When you have money, it has no age.
That's right.
Bingo.
You got money. You took away that money. Everything changes. Right, Jimmy? It's all good.
Yep.
Oh, my God. It's my birthday. It's your birthday. Here you go.
Hey, Mama.
Yeah, she's been with him for a while. I think about 6 months, so that's pretty long. And, but 36 is young. Because he's a young cat. You could think, like, he'd be out there, bopping around and everything like that. But,
Well, he used to date Amber Rose.
oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm not familiar with him. Is he
He's
like a
just-
musician, or is
I
he
don't
just
know
somebody
who
who just likes dating famous people?
The second one.
Okay.
Producer?
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Now, Amber Rose has got somebody, right?
I don't know. I don't know if she's dating anyone right now.
No, I said she's got some body.
Like a body on her.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Not somebody.
Not somebody. Somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some body. Thank you, Jimmy. She's got some body. So it shows you people out there, if your love could be just right around the corner, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Cher.
Got the
She
right
found
amount of
it out
money.
Nowhere. Yeah. I'm trying to make it all about the love.
Yeah, well.
I bet you she would date a guy from Amazon if he made $40,000. She's like that person, Cher. She... Oh my God! Did they they have plans for a wedding yet?
I don't. I know. I did not see that.
I'll keep my.
No, you're the one who announced it. I didn't know until you said it.
I
Keep
knew
your
she was
schedule
doing
open,
that.
Greek.
Yeah, one of my buddies.
Yeah.
You never know. One of my buddies did call me this morning. He told me Cher got engaged. I'm like, okay, and that's what I said. It's Eagles are 7.5 over the Giants. And everybody thought when these two were dating it was like a hoax. Just they were kidding around. It wasn't, it was going nowhere. But it shows you Cupid's arrows out there, buddy.
It really does. So I don't know if you've heard me say, and maybe you've looked over to your puppy before and been like, you know what? It must be really nice being you, not having to pay any bills, getting fed, getting your belly rubs. Just a good life, right? Just a good life.
I know a lot of people like that.
Don't have to go to work, do you? Yeah, just
It's down. I know a lot of people like that.
I always look at my dogs and I'm like, you need to get a job and carry your weight in this house.
Yeah, start earning, bitch.
Yep. So, right?
What do you think a dog costs a month? Ballpark. Mid-sized dog.
I have mid-sized dogs.
So what would you say? Ballpark.
They don't cost me that much. Obviously, when you have medical, problems in the beginning with the vaccinations and stuff like that, it costs a lot more.
So out of the gate,
my dog's food. One of the dogs, I spend $35 on her bag. The other dog needs special food. It's like $100 a bag. But it'll last me like a month and a half.
All right, so then they're not that much.
It's not that much, no. And then, but a lot of people do grooming. I wash my own dogs. I trim her paws. I do all that stuff myself.
Oh, your dog's got it made.
Yeah. I mean, but people do go to spend a lot of money on groomers a few times a week.
So you're saying about $100?
Yeah, but you listen to other people. I think we got some crazy average. We talked about thousands. It was like $600. Some people spend a month on their dogs.
Yeah, we're just talking the average person.
Yeah, I mean with treats and stuff like that, probably maybe like $200 a month for two. And I have two dogs.
Yeah,
so
that's not bad.
It's not. How much do you think? And I know, Jimmy, your dog's a little bit older, but how much do you think you spend on yours a month?
Maybe $50 to $70. It's pretty much food. That's all we do.
Okay.
We do whatever grooming on ourselves, and if something comes up that we need to take care of, the vet. That's always like a couple $100, but it happens at once, and then you don't have to deal with it for a year. So and then between that and like their heartworm medicine, that's about. I want to say about $120 for 3 months worth.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, 6 months.
It can add up.
Yeah.
Okay. So it can add up, but if you're like me and you're like, you need to get a job if you want to stay here. It looks like PetSmart is looking for one dog and one cat. I know Sharice has a cat, to be a chief toy tester. So the position will pay $10,000, and they're looking for pets who have vast experience in play, a knack for toy testing, and an advanced palate for sampling an array of culinary treats. So it sounds like we're spoiling them even more, but they get paid $10,000 to do this. So the ideal candidate's pet parent is required to document the year of toy testing on social media with what they call compelling video content. So if you think you got and your pet's got what it takes, it's a year's worth of work, $10,000, not too shabby, just your dog to test out things and you videotape it. So you have to commit to 12 months. There's a 12-month contract with PetSmart. You have to follow the rules for the chief toy tester, which is provided by PetSmart. Have public social media accounts, cannot be private. And then you have to upload quarterly reels or TikTok videos. You have to adhere to quarterly salon grooming appointments. So they want to make sure they look good. And then participate in holiday gift guide, attend in-store holiday events. So your pet's going to be famous. They're going to want you out in the stores and stuff. They said they have to be available for National Adoption Week too. And no, you don't have to adopt them out. They just got to be there while they're hanging out. So not a bad gig. If you want to do this, you have to go to PetSmart's website, and the deadline is February 17th.
There it is.
And you got some stiff competition because I entered both of my dogs.
Oh, you did? Stiff. Oh, wow. All right. Stiff competition coming at you by Franny. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're going to come back with some fun facts and so much more. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures warming to the lower and middle 80s across the area. We'll see a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour with an isolated shower possible through the day. Increasing clouds this evening, calm winds tonight with lows returning to the middle 60s by Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. 10 years entertaining South Florida. Adult entertainment at its best. Upscale dining, full liquor, full nude. The best girls in South Florida at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week until 5 a.m. And this Saturday night, January 21st, it's UFC 283 live. And throw in some football, it sounds like a perfect weekend at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Peace.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously. or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
It's Jesse Kelly here. I can't afford to lose 30% of my 401k or IRA again, and I'm assuming you can't either. Call Oxford Gold. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford Gold has made it easy as 1, 2, 3. One app, one call, and you pick your precious metals. That's it. You now own precious metals. Call Oxford Gold today to learn more about the 1, 2, 3 protection plan. 833-404-GOLD. 833-404-GOLD.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $15 billion and won a lot. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. Lots of people hired us. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
In talking with our patients, one thing I hear consistently is that they only wish they'd gotten treatment for their erectile dysfunction sooner. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and I would like to encourage you, if ED is a problem in your life, get treated now. The thing to keep in mind is that ED is just a medical condition, and the treatments we use are effective in upwards of 90% of cases, which means you can be done with ED for good. In fact, you could even have great sex the day after your appointment, and you'll likely find your performance has been greatly improved as well. It's a new year. Make the decision to get on a path to a happier, more fulfilling sex life that isn't affected by ED by calling us at Atlantic Men's Clinic. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300, or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 3 offices, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. Atlantic Men's Clinic, the leader in men's sexual health.
If you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. All you got to do is go to GiveMeTheVin.com, put in your license plate number, put in the miles, attach a couple of pictures, and we'll get her bought.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
All right. It's Friday. Matthew McConaughey here. I like the new game, Jake. I think maybe you and Franny should call Jimmy at the same time and see if that actually works. And Jimmy, you were talking about a female bullfighter. Reminds me of Johnny C. and how he remembered the greatest American bullfighter of all time. Sidney Poitier and Franklin Batting Gloves. Sidney Franklin, the greatest American bullfighter.
Jimmy said, walking taco. And no one giggled.
Boy, yeah. Great. That's a big penis.
That's a big penis.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
We love you guys more than we love ourselves. You are the best audience in the world. Thank you so much. That was hard to say.
Nope.
Wait for it. Thank you. It is the Penthouse on a Friday at Strike Cigar Lounge. Come down to the patio, hang out, or step inside. Great humidor, over 500 cigars, and there is a lot going on. Even if you don't smoke a cigar, just come out here and kick back and enjoy South Florida at its finest. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Francis.
Francis.
And it's time for some facts of fun.
Facts of fun. All right.
Fun facts. Well, you think I'm going to go with the obvious, which would be National DJ Day. Some fun facts about DJs.
Oh, really?
But I'm not.
Okay.
I'm actually doing something else, and this is kind of an ode to my husband.
Okay.
Because these are his favorite animals ever. In fact, before I met him, he tried to buy one on the black market.
A seal?
A penguin.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm so glad he did it. Because nobody needs a penguin in their house. It's cruel. But yes, penguins, I have some fun facts about them. Do you know what a group, and by the way, don't look, G-Man, they're called two different things when a group of penguins are in the water and when a group of penguins are on land.
So in the water, I would assume they're wet.
No, but what's a group of them called? They're wet. Oh, boy. Oh, go. Jimmy, you
made
can
it
guess
through
too.
life,
Two different
kids.
names.
In the water.
I don't what the. I don't know.
They're okay.
When they're out of the water,
Yes.
a pack.
All right. So, out of the water, it's what they do.
They waddle.
They're called a waddle. In the water, they're called a raft.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they lay on their back.
Uh-huh. I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly why.
That's it.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
So, penguins are the only only bird that do not fly. I'm just kidding. No, because chickens don't fly either. No, I was trying. Remember that joke we did? What was it? What were you doing?
I was just paying attention to that blonde walking the dog.
See, you weren't even paying attention to what I said because there was something that we were talking about, and you said chickens.
I was kidding when I said that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
God,
Come on,
tongue in
Franny.
cheek. Come on.
Give him a break.
That's a big penis. Hey, come on, Jimmy Bill.
Oh, my goodness.
That's why. Oh, my God.
I'm like, focus. I was trying to make a joke. It didn't work. Okay, so contrary to many popular holiday cartoons and things you see, you'll never see penguins and polar bears together in the wild.
They don't get along?
They say that's because penguins live south of the equator, while polar bears are north of the equator in the Arctic. So a lot of people think just because they both love the cold that they're just like homies and they hang out all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Penguin, they actually have feet. Happy feet. Have you ever seen that one? Good penguin movie. They're adapted to walk long distances. They say some species of penguins can march up to about 60 miles across the ice to get to their breeding grounds.
That's from here to Miami.
There you go. And they just walk on foot. And that's where they go breed. They're like, we got to go 60 miles so we can go breed. They go to their breeding grounds. They say penguin feet are also adapted to help the birds steer while swimming. They use their feet like rudders, angling them to help control the direction that they go in. I love this. Male penguins gift female penguins with rocks in order to woo them.
Oh.
You know, like we give women rocks, but it's a diamond, that kind of rock.
I wish we did give rocks.
Instead.
Where would I be?
Well, they say the ladies actually use these rocks to build a nest.
Oh, and so do they do that with the females here? With diamonds.
Yes, they say, according to some animal experts, the penguin is one of the most streamlined animals in the world. A penguin's body is tapered at both ends, and it has a large head, short neck, and elongated body. So this streamlined design helps them swim really fast. They're like little sea bullets, is what they are. They're adorable. They say a penguin's thick feathers aren't the only way this bird stays warm. They actually have a gland near the base of its tail, and it provides waterproof oil. So penguins spend several hours each day covering their feathers with this oil, and it gives they give extra attention to this task before they go swimming. So they stay warm. Do you have any oil anywhere on you, G-Man, besides baby oil?
I have another oil I use.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
It starts with an N. But I don't know the name.
You don't know the name of it?
Starts with an
M?
N. N.
N.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is either.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay, and we will end that with your penguin fun facts because I got a couple text messages I do want to get into.
All right.
Our girl Sarah B texted in again, and Sharice, she wants to eat corn dogs with you, so she texted in at 47142.
That could be a contest.
Yes, let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you two would be awesome.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm down.
Yeah,
I
so
went
she
in
said,
on that.
Sharice sounds like my kind of. I love it. She said, Sharice sounds like my kind of girl. I love corn dogs too, girly. I'll have to come visit, and Franny will have to join us, and all three of us will take a picture while we're eating a corn dog.
I love it. I love it.
That's going to be a photo finish.
Yeah.
And then two people text in because we were talking about that incident with the Bills fan who ended up in somebody's the bed of somebody's truck.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know this story, but I couldn't think of the celebrity. They said it was Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, they said he wandered into his neighbor's home, stripped down to his underwear, and slept on their son's bed. The kid's bed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was when he was getting a little messed up.
Yeah, he had a lot of problems. He turned it around. God bless him.
Sure did.
I mean, to be one of the most successful actors. I mean, because I remember seeing him, and maybe I'm wrong, but I remember him on Entertainment Tonight and News all the time in the orange jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
And he looked really bad. You would feel
Iron Man
bad.
did everything for his resurgence. For
Yeah,
his
but even
career.
before that, I mean, he did Chaplin.
No, I know, but I'm saying, so he did. No, he was in a bunch of great movies.
Yeah.
I love Chances Are. Like, he was in so many great movies. And then, then he had his problems and with drugs and alcohol. But he turned his life around, so that's fantastic of him.
God bless him.
And then somebody wants to know, G-Man, I guess the Frog Leg Festival is going on in Fellsmere this weekend. They're like, what would it take to get Greek that far north to eat frog legs? Probably a lot.
I would leap over for probably 10 grand.
Yeah, just 10 grand?
Where's it at?
Fellsmere.
I did the money up front, though.
All right, AJ. Money up front.
Cash only.
Yeah, gas.
Fellsmere.
That's it. Jimmy would have to. Where the hell is that? Where is that?
North.
Jimmy, where's Fellsmere? North?
Yeah, it's like up by Sebastian. Well, I'm ballparking it, but
Where's
it's up
Sebastian?
Where's Sebastian?
It's north of Vero.
I'm kidding.
Next north of Vero.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Uh-huh. That's why you whispered it. Where is it? I don't know.
Oh, my God. Let's get out of here. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back with a lot more of this and that and a new Greek misspeak. So put on your seatbelt and your mouthpiece. We'll be back. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
A goalie for the Vegas Golden Knights hockey team with a $25 million contract has declared bankruptcy, claiming he's $50 million in debt. How is that possible? If Snitzer, our video guy, got $25 million, how do you think he would blow it?
That's easy, Rover. A Bitcoin scam.
NFT.
He'd fall for it. Invest $20 million, you get $100 million back in a year. Okay, I'll sign up right now.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures warming to the lower and middle 80s across the area. We'll see a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour with an isolated shower possible through the day. Increasing clouds this evening, calm winds tonight with lows returning to the middle 60s by Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. You're going to love this place. Great humidor, great ambiance, and a great patio. And it's a good place to watch the games as we get ready for that big game in Rihanna. Make sure you stop down to Strikes any day of the week. They're open, and Greek's Gridiron will be there again in January. It's 2023, baby. Light up with a great cigar and be a winner at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace!
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Don't be impressed when you hear someone settle their case for what may seem like lots of money. $500,000 seems like lots of money until you learn they lost both legs, had a brain injury, or were paralyzed and can never work again. All law firms are not the same. To see what your case may be worth, go to forthepeople.com and look at our verdicts and settlements for cases just like yours. Look before you leave. Hire the right lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarded.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 100 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Bloody Mary now, Manatee Mojito later, and tomorrow maybe a Florida Mule. Hey, it's Megan, and it's hard to decide on just one cocktail to craft when Knox & Dunn Florida Rum is so versatile. And I love that Knox & Dunn is made right here in our backyard. Their strong and true American rum is made from Florida-grown sugarcane and aged in American oak bourbon barrels. The color comes straight from the barrels and nothing else is added to enhance the flavor. Don't settle for anything less. Head over to your favorite liquor store and ask them for a bottle of Knox & Dunn Florida Rum. If they don't have it, tell them to get with the program and carry Florida's fastest-growing local craft spirit. You can thank me later.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition smart bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
If you're on 95 in West Palm right now, southbound just north of Palm Beach Lakes, there's a crash. The good news, though, FHP reports it is off to the shoulder. And now along the turnpike, that is accident-free. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Of course, your favorite station is on the free iHeartRadio app. Take us with you anywhere and listen.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Ooh, Super Bowl parties. Hey, Charisse, want to come to my Super Bowl party? I don't care what we eat, and I'm probably not even going to be paying attention to the TV either. But I am going to be looking to get into the end zone. Maybe score an extra point through the uprights. I'll be the quarterback. I'll stay in the pocket until I get sacked. I don't know where I'm going with that analogy.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
That guy.
AJ is a master. He really is.
How is he not driven down to Boca yet? I'm just shocked.
Good. And Cerise is a little intrigued, I can tell.
Yeah, I know. That made me smile. Yeah.
Yeah. AJ, you're getting close. Just keep it warmed up. You never know what could happen in life. One day is a fantasy, the next day could be a reality.
Yeah,
I used that last night around some guy.
How'd that work?
It is the Penthouse, and we are it worked out great. 2 hours later.
Nice.
2 hours later. It is the Penthouse. We are live at Strike Cigar Lounge, having a great time. Come on down, sit on the patio with us, or go inside, have a cigar, have a drink, have a cocktail, have a wine, whatever you want. Always welcome here. 7 days a week they're open, and a great place to watch some NFL. I will be here sporadically throughout the weekend. So you never know. You could bump into me and have a cigar. Love to see you guys. Jimmy, good afternoon.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Francis.
Hello, good afternoon.
And now it's time for a Greek misspeak.
This is your Greek misspeak review.
Dallas gets in the mix because one of them, Dallas is going to play the Niners or Eagles next round.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Goodbye, Mammy.
Hello, Daddy.
Would have been good if Joe was here because Joe would have came back with the Ohio State red or leg.
You twisted tongue! You will not let me!
What the hell was it? She walked into the police barracks and she had no socks on her shoes.
How dare you!
Day 8 of Days of Chaos. We'll tell you about big prize when we get back. Peace. We'll talk about that game.
TCU just destroyed Georgia.
Nope. Tickets are used for the teams
Does
and
it?
executives and.
Oh, the teams got half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, each team gets an alignment.
The word you're looking for is
allotment.
You want to get rid of something, throw your van in the back of a truck.
Makes it easier to send friends and family an unforgivable gift. I forgive you.
You gotta rub the bird.
Yeah.
That's a big penis. Wow. That sounded excellent.
It is so good.
It's not the first time I said that. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved in rock and roll with us. We always will. Franny, let me ask you a question. If you were having a party, maybe a birthday or maybe something for you and your husband, and you could have one act to perform,
Oh, gosh.
who would it be?
Lee, this is really hard. One act. Man, I really like Foo Fighters. I really do. But you guys know how much I love 311. Like, that's my, like...
Oh, that's so tough.
When I was a kid.
311 or food?
Food.
Whatever.
Good. I like Zach Brown. Dang it, I don't know.
It could be somebody who passed away, too.
Yeah, I mean, there's like legendary acts, right? That would be really cool to just have, like, you know, have Sir Paul McCartney play for you.
Oh, I
got to ponder on this one. That's a really tough question.
How about you, Jimmy? Anybody offhand?
If it was music, I would probably choose Garth Brooks. If it was just an act out there at all, maybe Dave Chappelle. I'd love a comedy routine. So,
comedy, that's fun. Yeah.
If that's allowed, I don't know if there's parameters on this particular, what you're throwing
party
out there. But if that was the case, I'd probably go with probably Chappelle. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Charisse?
Either Beyonce, because she's an amazing performer.
Yeah.
I like Janet Jackson.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Yeah, she has a great catalog.
That's my very first concert.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I can't. It's either Janet or Bon Jovi. I was so young, I can't remember. They were both in the same year.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. I've seen her in concert.
Now, your boy, you said he likes Village People, right?
Shut up.
Well, they're good. What's wrong with that?
Well,
I'm a big fan.
Boys to Men?
No.
Yeah, so am I.
Why not? What about you, G? Wham?
Of
course.
Yeah, we get George Michael.
Just George Michael alone, right? Who wants Andrew Ridgely?
And not that I don't want him, but just be like, dude, we don't need you.
Third wheel.
Rickrolled.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Who would you pick?
I don't know. Maybe the Stones.
Stones would be cool.
makes
I've
sense.
never seen them.
I've seen a bunch of.
That's like bucket list, and I don't know if I have much more time.
First concert I ever went to, my dad and my brother. So
Yeah.
I would maybe take them because I would think it would be something outside and probably be,
Well, it's just for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stones.
It's an intimate performance.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Herb Albert playing his trumpet.
Well, yeah, I can see Sade just serenading.
Yeah, I can see
just
that.
you and Sade. And
Halle Berry.
Yeah, I can see that.
And she's feeding me strawberries as I'm throwing 20s at her.
Sounds
She's
like
not a
20s.
stripper.
20s. What are you doing with 20s? Get out of here.
That's what she's
Better
going to
get
say.
the Ben Franklin's out, baby. Step up that
You're
game.
not in Boca, kid.
I know.
You're in Hollywood.
So, Cherie said Beyonce, and right, Jimmy, you have a story about Beyonce, don't you?
Yeah, thanks, because I wanted to segue right into that. If you ever wanted to know how much it would cost to have Beyonce do a private show for you, this might be an indicator. I don't know, but Beyonce is set to make a $24 million for one show, and that's only for 1 hour. It's at a resort in Dubai this weekend, and it's invite only, so she doesn't even have to worry about selling tickets. People can actually hear her rehearsing from outside the resort, and some fans have posted some videos on it. Songs have been rehearsing, she's doing a Crazy Love, Halo, Drunken Love. They've been hearing those coming. She's practicing them up, warming up. Spirit from the 2019 version of Lion King. But yeah, apparently she's going to get $24 million to do a 1 hour show in Dubai. So maybe that's what it'll cost to get Beyonce to do a show for you, Charisse.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
And you wonder why those guys are playing all those golfers all that money. $24 million for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Crazy. That is crazy. And she's probably going to open up with that song.
Yeah.
You're crazy for paying me. Instead of crazy in love.
Exactly.
$24 million. That's got to be the highest ever. I don't think
For 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
It's got to be the highest ever.
But these people get paid. Like, we see, like, these Saudi princes and stuff like that. Like, they go and they perform for them, and they pay them stupid money.
$24 million. We're not talking a million's a lot for them.
You know what? Let me. I love all the bands I just named. Bring back Prince and give me a performance with him. Give me an intimate performance with him, wailing on the guitar, singing, wearing his platform shoes. I'm in. Sign me up.
No, would you make him wear like Georgia gear?
No. I want him to be him.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. If you guys got an act that you would want, I think George, you want to add something to
Oh,
it?
no, I was just saying, I hope he, with the booty cutout shorts.
Yes. Yes.
That would be nice.
Hello. Giggity. Get out of my diary, girl.
I didn't hear you say that.
He had like the assless pants.
And who do you want?
Yeah, Prince. Doesn't he wear pants that
He
his
did have a
cheeks
pair.
come out?
He did have a pair, yeah.
So you're a big Prince fan, too.
Prince is cool. My mom was like super into Prince.
Yeah.
I liked that song by Vanity Six.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he put that group together?
I think he did.
Yeah.
I saw him in South Beach one night coming out of a restaurant, Joya, years ago. Ooh.
He's a tiny dude.
Yeah.
I saw him in concert when I was 15 years old at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, which is a historic theater, so it was a beautiful venue to go to. And that's the thing. Like, he's a little dude, but he's such a big presence on stage.
Course.
Like, people are swooning over him. He just exudes sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what an unbelievable talent.
It's like
Beyond
Greek.
belief.
Yeah. Exactly. Just like him. Swooning. How you doing?
It is the Penthouse. Hey, speaking of Ric Flair, he's going to be at Palm Beach Autographs on Sunday. Don't forget tonight, Pete Rose, and tomorrow, Mike Tyson. That's a great lineup they're having. That's somebody for everybody. So if you want to get autographed by three legends, it's this weekend at Palm Beach Autographs.
Very, very cool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very tempted to go up tomorrow.
Yeah, it's great. Well, let me know if you want to go. I'll make a call for you. It is the Penthouse. We are live at Strike Cigar Lounge. We'll come back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
Hey, it's a Greek, and Real Radio wants you to score some red zone revenue. Your shot to score $1,000 is coming up at 5 past the hour on Real Radio.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Another monster upset at the Australian Open with American Sebastian Korda dumping Daniil Medvedev in the third round today. The Heat are in Dallas. They'll square off with the Mavs tonight. Miami split the first two on its three-game road trip after Wednesday's win in New Orleans. And jerseys for next month's NHL All-Star Game in Sunrise have been unveiled. The league's going reverse retro, giving jerseys from 1994 a modern Miami Vice color scheme. I'm Scott Davidson.
Intelligence runs in the family. Innovation runs in the family. Extraordinary runs in the family. The Mercedes-Benz range of SUVs. Every member is waiting to impress. Learn more at MBUSA.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures remain in the lower 80s for this afternoon, under a mix of sun and clouds and the chance for an isolated stray shower. A southwest wind between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Increasing clouds through this evening. Warm and humid for tonight, with temperatures returning to the 60s Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Brisa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hey, it's a Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin. If you're looking to delight your friends and family with delicious foods, then Joseph is the place. Fresh meats, produce, prepared food, catering, bakery, pizza, seafood, it's all under one roof. And 4 great locations: Boca Raton, Delray Beach, West Palm Beach, and Palm Beach Gardens. I don't start any day without going to Joseph Classic Market, where all great meals begin.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift. I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-583-9917. 800-583-9917. Don't wait. Call now. 800-583-9917. 800-583-9917.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Looking pretty good along 95 West Palm, up to speed on the Belvedere curve. We do have one crash southbound just north of Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, but it is off to the shoulder. And South County, you have a barricade in the roadway. This is northbound 95. It's in a center lane right by Yamato Road. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.
Charisse breakup song? Ain't no sunshine when Charisse is gone. It's not warm when Sharice is away. Ain't no sunshine when Sharice is gone. And she's always gone too long. Who am I gonna bang? And I know.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You got to give the kid credit for trying.
No,
I love
he's
it,
amazing.
right?
I mean, he's coming after you hard and fast.
Definitely gets an A for effort.
Yeah, so I mean, keep him in your book. I mean, he's probably one of your biggest fans.
It's in my back pocket.
That's where probably he wants to be. It is the Penthouse. It is a Friday, having a great weekend. Getting ready for a great weekend. Division round, NFL, 4 great games, and we are excited all about it. We'll talk about it more tomorrow in the locker room as we are live from Gulfstream Park. Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
Jimmy's here.
Good afternoon.
And it's time for a Greek trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek Trifecta.
All right, this team is one of the hottest teams in the college basketball, FAU Owls. Hoot, 18-1, 17 in a row they've won. Unbelievable year they're having. Let's hope they continue on. Maybe they'll get to the big dance, but they're 18-1 right now, having a great season. 83-64 last night they won, keeping it going. And these kids are just having an unbelievable year. Coming out of nowhere, I mean, they thought they were supposed to have a good team, but not this good of a team. They are just doing all the things they need to do on both sides of the court. So the streak is 17, and they're 18-1, and they're 8-0 in their conference. Hats off to the FAU Owls. We support you, and we hope you guys keep winning. The NFL I did speak about is going to be this weekend. It's going to start tomorrow, 4:30. The Chiefs and Jags. Chiefs are 8.5. Then Philly and the Giants. Some brotherly love tomorrow night. Giant fans are saying they're going to try to go down there. Philly fans are saying do not come here. A lot of Giant players don't even want their families going down there. It's tough to play in Philly. The fans are brutal. Philadelphia's given 7.5, and then Sunday, Jimmy's Buffalo Bills are giving 5 to the Bengals, and then the nightcap is the 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. I think the highest rated one out of all. Thinking at least 30 million, and the Cowboys are underdogs by 4 points. And Joe Namath called the radio station yesterday in New York and said, hey, Aaron Rodgers, come here and you can wear my number 12. It's a retired number, but I'll give it up to you. I don't think Rodgers would come to the Jets. That division's pretty stacked with our Miami Dolphins. Jets are an okay team. They had a decent year, but then you got the Bills always. So I don't know if he's going to come there. But the invitation was sent by Joe Namath to Aaron Rodgers. Come to New York, and you can wear number 12. And that is your lunchtime trifecta. Peace.
So I do have a couple texts that came in. We were talking about a musician and act, if you could have an intimate performance with them. It's just you and them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got a text at 47142. They said Bob Dylan in his prime.
Oh, that's great.
Or George Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we wouldn't go like full-on Beatles, George Harrison. And then you mentioned YMCA, right? The Village People.
Mm-hmm.
Going the wrong way. And it looks like it says, funny, you should mention YMCA. I love listening to music on certain, not on an iHeart station, I'll just say that, because sometimes you learn things that you never knew before. For instance, when the Village People first came out with YMCA, the YMCA actually sued them for the song until they realized that the song was bringing more people in and helping their business. So then they decided to drop the lawsuit.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No, I had no clue.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I used to sing that song all the time as a kid because I went to the YMCA.
Oh, okay.
Ah, did
Yeah,
you?
that was like my favorite song.
Oh, you want to step back? You can do it again?
Young man.
He's got a drop. I used to sleep at the Y as a kid.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, as a kid.
Aw.
Yeah, it was cute. It was different. So that's probably where
Is this a true story? Is it true?
Jimmy's got a drop.
I used to stay at the YMCA a lot of times. You can take a shower.
Shut up.
I love Johnny C.
Right.
Shut up.
My ass.
Can I hear that again and bring back such great memories?
I used to stay at the YMCA a lot of times. You can take a shower.
Shut up. So awesome.
It's such a good reaction. It really is. So a lot of people, had the holiday vacations. Maybe you're planning a vacation for the spring. I know Jimmy's got a nice vacation coming up. I love to utilize vacation rentals. I do. I like using Airbnb, VRBO. My sister's trying to talk me out of it because I guess she watched some special and they're talking about all the hidden cameras. And she said a lot of times it's not necessarily the people who own them.
Okay.
It's people who have stayed in them.
Oh, and they leave them?
Yes, and they hide these cameras in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so very scary situation, but it's really cost effective sometimes, like more so
if you
than
get
staying
on
in a
a video,
hotel.
it's worth
Who
it.
cares, right? Put me on the internet.
Yeah, why not? You already are,
Right?
probably, right? Somewhere. I know I
Probably,
am.
you're right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you are.
She's chimed in
Yeah,
at the
you are.
right time.
Of course you did.
I know.
She carries a camera with her.
Real TV just has Jimmy from the top up, but when you go from the bottom down, there's another TV that's filming all the time.
Giggity.
Giggity is right. So these are red flags to help you spot vacation, and not necessarily, like I was talking about the cameras, but scams, because you can get scammed. There's scams everywhere, right? The vacation rental business is absolutely booming, but there's a lot of fraudsters out there. So I'm going to give you some tips, they say, to maybe be able to pick out some of these fake listings.
Just the tip.
So to help make just the tip, yep, to make sure you don't get duped. So these are some signs that travel experts have shared of these fraudulent listings. And this is the same thing, most of these, like with real estate listings too, because we've heard of people getting scammed for that. The listing seems too good to be true. They say first and foremost, if a listing seems too good to be true, then it most probably is. So while you're searching, listen, you get a feel for pricing in different areas. If you see something that's an impossibly good value or that offers luxury features that don't match the cost, they advise checking the reviews and host to see if it's real. So kind of like look around and look at the other listings and be like, all right, why is this listing $70 and then this one is $200-something and it's, or I'm sorry, $60, but it looks nicer than the $70 one. Like just make sure that if it looks too good to be true, then it probably is. Do your research. They also say the host pushes for external communication. This is a big red flag, as it's important to keep all communication on the booking site. So if they're like, hey, text me instead, or hey, call me at this number. So typically when it comes to those, like the VRBOs or Airbnbs, all the communication is done through that website. So to ensure the best security and safety for your details and information, make sure you keep everything on the site. Do not do any side business if they ask you to.
Well, that's great.
Yep, they say if they ask for direct payment, we're talking about red flags that you may be getting scammed when it comes to vacation rentals. They say scammers will often ask you to pay directly via Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, or kind of like a bank transfer wire. They say that these vacation rental companies, one specifically called Evolve, recommends travelers only book and pay through the booking platforms. Like I said, if somebody's like, hey, this is my phone number, hit up my Zelle, that's where you can put the money. Go through the platforms. They say the reviews are questionable. Look for properties with a lot of reviews and actually read them. Because I know a lot of people don't like to read reviews.
Yeah.
So you know that they feel legit. If a lot of reviews were written in short succession or they use a lot of the same language, that's another warning sign.
Because they're all fake.
Yes. They say the pressure to book. If a host pushes you to book quickly, could be a scam. Say these people use high-pressure sales tactics, and they're claiming that this should be the number one red flag on there if they push. And then finally on here, a Google search shows discrepancies. Vacation rental owners often list on multiple platforms, and I've seen that before. So they advise searching for a listing on multiple sites to make sure it's consistent. Make sure the details, like location, amenities, are the same on all listings, and even do a reverse image search for photos, too, which you can easily do on Google, to make sure that they're not just stock images that somebody took and posted them on the site. They say, or don't, if you see that, absolutely don't go with that property. So those are some things to look for if you plan on booking a vacation rental.
Now, on a review, could you do a little homework? Maybe if somebody put a review, reach out to them maybe on Facebook and say hey, Denise Johnson, I saw you stayed here. Was it okay?
I don't know if they want that. I don't know if they want people reaching out to.
Did they put people's names or no?
Most of the time, it's not full names.
Okay. I was just asking. I don't
It'd be
know.
like girl Sarah B. We say Sarah B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't know if you could do
or
something.
Franny U or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
They may. I'm not 100%. I got to double check and go on my account and see if they do or not.
No, because that'd be a great way to check.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, they could know the person, like you said, if it's a scam and they're all involved in it. But if you see 10 reviews,
but they may get upset and go back to whatever vacation rental website it is and be like, "How did this person get my contact information?"
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
No, I'm just
I
thinking.
know it's easy to access people's social media. I do understand that, but
Yeah, I'm just asking in different ways. Again, it's something that I've never done in my life. If you could go, because I'm sure if you go to a place and it's not what it is, that's got to be really, get you not too happy about. Especially if you got a vacation planned and everything like that, and then you get there and you're like, man, this isn't what they showed me in the pictures, which sucks. 877-927-6969. If you've ever been through this and you want to give us a call, let us know. Also on the table, if you could have a performance by any act, or it could even be a comedian, who would you like to have? Maybe for a birthday party, or just, hey, it's Friday night and I want so-and-so to come over and to entertain me. And Sharice, you said Beyonce, right? That was when you said?
Yes, Beyonce.
And Franny, did
she'll
you...
cost you $24 million.
She's worth it.
She's got it.
For an hour.
She's got that.
I was going to say that. It's going to cost you $24 million. I still can't get over that figure. $24 million.
I mean, she puts on a show. Like, it's...
Nobody's $24 million for 1 hour?
Have you seen her in concert? Like, she's amazing. Like, she has dancers.
They all
the whole
do.
nine. Yeah, but she goes all out.
24 million, please. Give me a break. $1 million's a ton for 1 hour. $1 million. $24 million? That's beyond blank you money. That is beyond that. I mean, if I was Jay-Z, I'd try to get a piece of that. Oh, I know. God bless them. I'm saying. I'm impressed that she got $24 million and did that. I mean, I've heard some acts, do stuff where, all over the world and people play for, private performances. But, I've heard, a couple million here and there. 24 million? That's a ton.
I don't have the details of the negotiation for that type of a deal, but that's almost one of those things that, there's kind of like some bad vibes with the Saudis and everything. You almost wonder if she was like, no, I really don't want to do this, so let me just throw out a number that they just won't go for. She throws out like $24 million, and they're like, yep, that's okay, we got it. So it's like, damn it.
Yeah. What's your account number? We'll do a direct deposit.
Yeah.
In like 4 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, you could be 100%. Yeah, you could be 100%. But $24 million for an hour, that's got to be a record. I don't care. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like to put out there what they get paid for separate concerts and stuff and all that other, stuff. Michael Jackson did some unbelievable concert, they said, for people. But $24 million, that's a ton of money. My God. You talk about crazy in love. I'd be crazy in love with that. Imagine writing that check and you don't even have to worry about it. But like, oh, yeah, here, put it in. It's not like you're giving her $24 million and tomorrow they can't eat.
Wait till the end of the month. So it clears at the 30th. They don't clear on the 30th.
Yeah, I got FP&L I got to pay and my car insurance. So could you put it in like the 31st if you could? I can't believe that. That's crazy. That number is blowing my mind. It really is. If you guys want to get involved, again, tell us somebody who maybe you'd want to see a special performance for you, birthday or a special occasion, whatever you want. And what would you be willing to pay? Like, say, I don't know, Prince. Maybe say, Prince, you want to do it for $2,000? Think he'd do it for $2,000?
Right.
$2,000? How about dinner? Who'd you want to have dinner with besides your boyfriend?
Me?
Yeah.
Dead or alive?
Well, if he's dead, there'd be much
that's
conversation.
true. I mean, yeah.
but go ahead, dead or alive.
Who would I want to have dinner with? You tell me first. I need some time to think because I can't think of anyone right now. Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I can see that.
She seems fun.
Yeah.
And you can ask her what's going on with the Super Bowl.
We can smoke one later.
Yeah, she definitely smokes.
Yeah.
She definitely does.
You get blown out with her, hang out, make her a drink.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
She seems like a
Try
good time.
on some of her Fenty stuff, her lingerie and makeup and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buy her
the
Super
slumber
Bowl
party.
gear. Yeah, buy her
Get out
Super
of my
Bowl
diary.
gear. Jimmy, how about you for dinner? Casual. I mean, not putting you on the spot. Just somebody be like, all right.
A celebrity, dead or alive, that I would like to have dinner with.
Yeah.
I really love history. I'd probably go back to maybe one of our founding fathers, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, somebody from back then, Abraham Lincoln. Something along those lines. I'd like to, if it's dead or alive. If it's alive, I've always been fascinated by setting politics aside. I've always been fascinated. I'd love to have a dinner with like Barack Obama. I think he's a great person to sit and talk with. Again, politics aside.
I think that's great. I think it'd be cool. How about you, Franny? Have dinner with somebody?
I probably would bring back Anthony Bourdain.
Oh wow!
And have dinner with him. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, and he would take you to like the best place too.
Oh yeah. Maybe you can cook your meal too.
Yes.
Don't go crazy. Be like, I know I'm bringing you back, but
Yeah.
do you mind cooking?
No, we'll go out to eat. I would love for him to cook, but I don't want to put that on him too. What about you, G-Man? Who would you pick? You can talk without hearing.
Couldn't hear you.
I know, but that's fine.
I know I can talk, but it's better this way. I don't know.
He's
Maybe
like, I gotta hear myself.
Maybe Elvis.
Okay.
I went by maybe sit down with the king. That'd be cool. I don't Babe Ruth. Wouldn't be. He seemed like he was such a fun guy. Mickey Mantle, some greats like that. Jordan, he lives in Jupiter. I wouldn't mind sitting down with Jordan, having a cigar with him because he smokes cigars. So that'd be a common thing. But yeah, maybe Babe Ruth. I think Babe Ruth would be just a hoot to hang out with him and watch him drink beer and have hot dogs and be at New York Prime. I'd be like, babe, you know you can get a steak here. I'd be like, no. Just give me a hot dog with mustard.
You should take him to, I know New York Prime's your jam, but NYY Steak, you look.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yankees.
your picture's everywhere.
Yeah.
Check you out.
Yeah, I brought you back so you
Yeah,
can see
San
your
Casino Coconut Creek. Look how famous you are.
Yeah, and they owe you money for your images. And then we can go play some blackjack and see how we do.
Perfect.
Yeah. Those are fun when people say who they would sit down with and who they want to have dinner with. Maybe Halle Berry again. I throw her in just for like maybe a shrimp cocktail before dinner. Then I bring in.
Oh, she's the appetizer.
Yeah, more for her.
Yeah, more for her. You know, I mean, just being generous. You know?
yeah. I don't want her to feel left out. Then she blows me up in the middle of the night with a text. What happened, Greek? You pick Babe Ruth. I just Mickey Mantle, somebody like that. Reggie. I mean, I could go on and on. Sports. Joe Montana. Montana be cool. I think he'd be really cool.
Peyton Manning. I think he's one that I picked in the past too because I think he'd be a lot of fun to sit down and have go over like not only the sports stuff but the TV, the acting, the skits where he comes up with some of that stuff. I wouldn't mind having dinner with him too.
I think that'd be a great one. To be honest with you, I think that tops it. He would be so funny. And just, even like the other day when he said, you know what, we talked about it yesterday, and people asked me last night about Peyton Manning, said that there was no halftime adjustments.
That blew up all over social media, too. I had people sending me the video on social, and then I just saw it myself posted all over. Of course, we had it in our places that we go to look for news as well, and that just blew up everywhere.
Oh, I had people ask me last night about it, and I was like, I said, Jimmy said that was in the article. He said that they made no adjustments. Now, what you said was a good point, because a couple other people said that. Maybe for him, because he was like a coach, and he just went in, did his thing, and he said like he had oranges, and that was it. But, I mean, people looked at it, because you hear about that all the time. Every announcer says it into the first half. They're going to make halftime adjustments, and they're going to come out, and they're going to make sure.
They asked the sideline reporters asked the head coaches as they're going into the locker room or coming out from halftime, what kind of adjustments are you going to make for the second half, or something like that. I mean, that's a very common question that they get going in or out of the locker room for halftime.
Yeah, always get it. You're right. College and pro all the time, constantly. And then you got an image that they're in the locker room just playing blackjack, hanging out, and going, where are you going to go to dinner tonight? I don't know. What do you want? I mean, it's crazy because I always thought that too. I really did. I was shocked that he said that. I believe him. I do believe him. But you never know. I mean, you just don't know. And I'm sure the teams don't want that out there either, because you think that right away, like they're going to do something different, and they just go back out with the same game plan. I would think they change, especially if they're getting their ass kicked. Like, I think the Jaguars last week when the Chargers were beating them 27-0. I don't know if they went 27-7, or I don't think they went in and said, we're not going to do anything. Let's just see what happens. But you never know. I mean, crazier things have been out there. It is the Penthouse. It is a Friday. We're going to come back for some Florida stories. Franny, what do you got on tap?
Yeah, well, we got a teacher in Royal Palm Beach who knew better. I'll fill you in on what exactly this person did. And if you live in Palm Beach Gardens, specifically that Mirabella, Mirasol area, well, you may have not been getting your mail, and I'll tell you why. And then we also have a guy who got mad at an ATM machine, and it's not because he didn't have any money in his account. I'll give you all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures remain in the lower 80s for this afternoon, under a mix of sun and clouds and the chance for an isolated stray shower. A southwest wind between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Increasing clouds through this evening. Warm and humid for tonight, with temperatures returning to the 60s Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. 10 years entertaining South Florida. Adult entertainment at its best. Upscale dining, full liquor, full nude. The best girls in South Florida at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week until 5 a.m. And this Saturday night, January 21st, it's UFC 283 live. And throw in some football, it sounds like a perfect weekend at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Peace.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. In all honesty, it's a very hard thing to do. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW, you'll connect to a quit coach who will help you assess your addiction. You may also qualify for free nicotine patches or gum. So call us at 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW to double your chances of success. No judgments, just help.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. You're going to love this place. Great humidor, great ambiance, and a great patio. And it's a good place to watch the games as we get ready for that big game in Rihanna. Make sure you stop down to Strikes any day of the week. They're open, and Greek's Gridiron will be there again in January. It's 2023, baby. Light up with a great cigar and be a winner at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's forhims.com/radio for your free online visit. forhims.com/radio.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Drive times on our Palm Beach Expressways looking good on the Friday drive. No major accidents on the Turnpike or 95. Downtown Lakeview Avenue shut down west from Flagler Drive to Chase Street. Use Quadrille to Lakeview instead. And make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and my company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you. 921.com. That's pay. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Yes, hello. This is Raquel here at Boca Hot Yoga, looking for Greek, Greek. Greek, you were at our 5:30 male-only nude class. After you guys left and recleaned the studio, we found a banana with your name and number on it. It's at the front desk now. You can come pick it up at any time. We close at 7. Have a good day. Mwah.
Therese, it's me, Tommy Lee's talking penis. I heard you were on the radio. I perked up, started foaming at the mouth. Woo! You want a ride? I'll get you one after you get out of the show. Feeling a little bit nuts.
That's a big penis.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Oh my God, I can't.
Therese, you're famous.
Oh goodness.
It's good to be known for something.
So good.
Everybody's got their talent. It is The Penthouse, and we are live at Strike Cigar Lounge, having a great time. Get ready this weekend. You want to come down to Strikes and have a great time, watch the games all weekend long. They'll have the games on to have a cigar with your friends or just hang out. Strike Cigar Lounge. Our sponsor for Greek's Gridiron, location sponsor, a great host. Really love these guys, and it's a great place. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time now for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida. I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, during one of those top facts, we heard something about yoga. Well, this happened during a yoga session out at Legion Park in Miami. So this yoga instructor, Anna Margaret, said she's never seen anything like this. So I guess a lot of people come on out for a beautiful day of yoga. It's outdoor yoga. And she said it was just an incredible day. And everybody is just breathing in the fresh air, doing some yoga. She's like, don't forget to look up at the beautiful trees and the beautiful sky. And they were all doing that. Well, unfortunately, that means that they were on their back, looking up. Well, an iguana fell from the sky, fell out of a tree, right into this guy's face. It hit him so hard, they said that his eyes were black and blue. Wow. And at this time,
Must have been a big iguana.
At this time, they're trying to be like, you got to control your breathing, focus on your breathing. You're so relaxed. You're doing yoga. And you hear on this Instagram video, Anna Margaret going, we're going to have to stop this right now because I have to take care of someone who just got an iguana dropped on their face. Wow. So the person was just like, listen, he doesn't want to be known as the guy whose face was used as an iguana landing pad. So he's going to go by Michael. We don't know his full name, but he did tell the moment. He was like, I was all relaxed on my back with the shade. It was covering my face, and I was preparing for the final resting pose. And the next thing, I was in excruciating pain, bleeding, and unable to open my eyes. He was like, it felt like a sandbag had hit me in the face.
Wow, must have been a big iguana.
Right?
The moral of the story is don't do yoga in front of a tree.
Underneath a tree, yeah, definitely don't. Because especially when it starts getting cold in Florida, because those fallen iguanas.
Watch out.
He will be okay, but yeah, you don't expect that to happen, right?
Sometimes it hits you right in the face.
Just downward dog and bam. Right in the face.
Wow.
Nice. I'm in.
2 for tea.
I know. And then,
2 for tea.
2 for tea.
2 for tea.
I don't know what that means.
Neither does he.
And then, if you... Nobody does. And if you live in Mirabella at Marisol, which is in Palm Beach Gardens, you may have been missing some mail. Specifically one day this week, but somebody who was talking to the news, our local news partner, CBS 12, was like, I've been missing a lot of mail, but they finally witnessed a mail carrier. Does not work for the U.S. Postal Office, by the way. This is a private company this person works for. It is called Cummings Contract Delivery Service, but they were delivering U.S. Postal mail. And this one person in particular got busted because they spotted her throwing a bin of mail into a lake behind the neighborhood.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
The fish are probably like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I don't want bills. So her name is Bendina Chopnes, 25 years old, of Wellington. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a job anymore. But yeah, this one person who lives there, his name's Bryant, was like, listen, he was like, I've noticed I wasn't getting my mail all the time. And the reason why we knew is because a lot of the bills they weren't getting were sending them late notices. And his wife was getting phone calls, and she would have to talk to the people for hours being like, listen, we never got the bills. I don't know what's going on. Well, the problem has been solved, and this woman is going to be in a lot of trouble. The U.S. Postal Service spokesman for them in that area has not responded to several calls from the local newsletter, or the local news here. So we'll see what happens with that situation. They're saying as of now, CBS has not been able to find out if she has been arrested, but you would think that is something you would get arrested for.
I think that could be a felony.
Yeah, I mean, you would think, right? You can't go through people's mail.
No, you can't
throw away people's mail. Yeah, you would think so. And then, yes, there is a Florida school teacher, Royal Palm Beach, by the way. That is Palm Beach County. His name is Robert Krasinski, 42 years old. So he is remaining behind bars after allegedly bringing a gun and a knife to school. So he was arrested yesterday after the weapons were found at Royal Palm Beach Community High. They said that he parked his motorcycle in front of the northern gate of the campus, and a school administrator asked him to move the motorcycle. And he was like, I guess, I don't know why, if you're not allowed to have him or not, but he said he had to drive the motorcycle that day to school because his ex-girlfriend's ex-husband cut the brakes on his car.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wow.
So police responded, because I guess there was an issue. So they did. Police responded, and officers said that Krasinski told him he was also being watched and listened to through his phone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I mean, like, there's a situation here, the guy's kind of crazy. We're not quite sure. So the officers asked Krasinski if he would submit to a voluntary mental health evaluation, and that's when he revealed that he did have a concealed handgun in his waistband, and a pocket knife was also found. You are not allowed to bring that on campus. So he was arrested on charges of possession of a weapon on school property. He does, as I mentioned, remain behind bars at the Palm Beach County Jail. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. Always appreciate those great stories. We do them at 11:05 and 1:05. You guys give them to us, and we give them back to you. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We'll come back with a new Greek misspeak. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
I'm sure, Crystal, our phone screener, you've had crazy arguments with your estranged husband.
I threw a coffee mug, a cup, out of anger, and it hit the window, broke the one pane of the window.
Jeez.
And then I threw a chair, and the chair hit the drywall, and there's a hole in the drywall.
And he puts up with that?
If I was to be screaming like outside of the house, if I stepped outside the door and was yelling, he would be upset by that. It's a public spectacle. He is extremely private. So if it is going to happen, he'd rather it happen in the house.
Or on the radio.
Right?
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures remain in the lower 80s for this afternoon, under a mix of sun and clouds and the chance for an isolated stray shower. A southwest wind between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Increasing clouds through this evening. Warm and humid for tonight, with temperatures returning to the 60s Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Brisa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Craving a tasty pick-me-up? Get a donut from Racetrack. And don't forget the coffee. It's only $1 when you buy any Krispy Kreme donut. Now that's a sweet deal. Racetrack. Whatever gets you going at participating locations. See store for details.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin. If you're looking to delight your friends and family with delicious foods, then Joseph is the place. Fresh meats, produce, prepared food, catering, bakery, pizza, seafood, it's all under one roof. And 4 great locations: Boca Raton, Delray Beach, West Palm Beach, and Palm Beach Gardens. I don't start any day without going to Joseph Classic Market, where all great meals begin.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
If you wake up every morning just feeling drab or not the best version of yourself, you should ask yourself why. Maybe you're just complacent or just stuck in a rut. Well, let's get you out of that rut, and my friends at Begin a New Med Spa can help you with that. Hey, this is Franny, and that is exactly how I was feeling almost a year ago until I went to Begin Anew. I was exercising and eating well, but something still wasn't right. Exhausted midday, not sleeping well, and had some gut issues. But after I went to Begin Anew and did some extensive lab work for their optimal wellness program, they got me on peptides and supplements, not medications, that truly turned my life around. If you can relate to this, then go and check out Begin Anew. And right now, their optimal wellness program is only $0. Yes, free with qualifying insurance. And maybe after your lab work, Begin Anew may recommend testosterone therapy. Well, now is the time to do it because this month, it is only $49 a week. See what I'm talking about in all of their January specials at beginanewmed.com.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Drive times on our Palm Beach Expressway is looking good on the Friday drive. No major accidents on the Turnpike or 95. Downtown Lakeview Avenue shut down west from Flagler Drive to Chase Street. Use Quadrille to Lakeview instead. And make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Hot and Crispy Fries. Wendy's knows everyone hates cold, soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy, guaranteed, using only natural cut skin-on fries prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt, guaranteed to be hot and crispy. If yours aren't, bring them back and they'll replace them at participating U.S. Wendy's.
And now for today's Roblox winter weather alert. iHeartland on Roblox has been walloped by a winter snowstorm. It is a winter wonderland. You can now ice skate at State Farm Park. In State Farm Neighborhood, you can compete in snowball fights, grab a hot cocoa and cookies, and more. There's also special events from your favorite artists and podcasters all month, along with scavenger hunts, exclusive content, and unique items. So enjoy the festive winter weather at iHeartland on Roblox. Head to iHeartRadio.com/iHeartland today.
Follow the Bible in a Year with Jack Graham podcast today. Begin your New Year's resolution with the Bible and see why millions have already started Bible in a Year with Jack Graham.
This podcast was created to help you solidify your faith as you experience the story of the Bible. Orchestral music.
Listen to Bible in a Year with Jack Graham on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
You know something? I'm sick and tired of you guys always all over Charisse. It's absolutely disgusting. You guys need to get off of her already so I can get on.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The love is so real.
It's fun. It's good times.
Love it.
That's Cerise telling you she wants more. That's what she's saying.
Times.
That's not what I heard.
She wants more? Yeah, sure, bring it.
Okay, all
She
right.
was doing
There you go.
she was saying she was giving a hand.
Is that what she was doing? Was that the hands?
The hand.
Like air traffic control?
Yeah. The more the better. It is the Penthouse. We're live at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Stop down and see us.
Coming in for Landon. Let's do this.
Yeah, a little to the left. A little to the left. It is the Penthouse Live. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Hello, good afternoon.
Let's say hi to start the show. Good afternoon, Greek. Cerise picked up her mic. I got you. I got you. It's time for Greek Misspeak.
This is your Greek Misspeak review.
Dallas gets in the mix because one of them, Dallas is going to play the Niners or Eagles next round.
It was at this moment that he knew he f***ed up.
Goodbye, Mammy.
Hello, Daddy.
Would have been good if Joe was here because Joe would have came back with the Ohio State red alert.
You twisted tongue! You will not lick me!
What the hell was it? She walked into the police barracks and she had no socks on her shoes.
How dare you?
Day 8 of Days of Chaos. We'll tell you about big prize when we get back. Peace. We'll talk about that game. TCU just destroyed Georgia.
Nope.
Tickets are used for the teams and executives and.
Oh, the teams got out. Yeah, I mean, each team gets an alignment.
The word you're looking for is.
You want to get rid of something, throw your van in the back of a truck.
Makes it easy to send friends and family an unforgivable gift. I forgive you.
You gotta rub the bird.
Rock the bird. Rock the bird. Rock the bird. All right, it is the weekend, and if you didn't realize it, it's Friday. And now Franny's going to tell you what you better do.
All right, I can tell you what to do. All right,
She's good at that.
It is, and I've mentioned it before. If you ever have an event that you want to share with us here on the Penthouse, you can always hit us up on that text line 47142. Start off with Real Radio, or email Jimmy at realradio921.com, and I will talk about it on the things going on this weekend. So, of course, we still got the South Florida Fair that continues on through Sunday, January 29th. If you want to get your tickets ahead of time and check out everything they have to offer, that is southfloridafair.com. Now, the Boca Strawberry Festival. We're here in Boca, not too far from Meisner Park. This is happening Saturday and Sunday. Now, I love this because I watch America's Got Talent. I guess they're featuring some of the pups from America's Got Talent. So there's like a dog, like a really cool dog show. Like they do tricks and acts and all kinds of...
I was there last year. It's
right?
unbelievable.
Were you?
Oh, my God. Roll over.
Yeah, they got games, activities, including bungee trampolines, bounce houses, a petting zoo. They have a fenced strawberry soft play area, G-Man. Right?
And strawberries.
I know how much you like strawberries, but yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a great time. I know. Sorry, that is going to happen tomorrow and Sunday, Meisner Park Amphitheater, 10 to 6 both days. We also have the annual Sebastian Riverfront Fine Arts and Music Festival. You know where Sebastian is, G-Man?
Yeah. It's up north.
There you go. There you go. This weekend is going on. Some of the country's best artists and musicians. They said they have art ranging from photography to sculptures. It's all going to be on display. That is at Riverview Park tomorrow from 10 to 5. And then where AJ is trying to get you is Fellsmere Frog Leg Festival. They promise fun for the whole family.
I'll leap over.
They got hundreds of booths going to be on display along with frog leg and gator tail dinner if you like some gator in your life.
Who doesn't want a new piece of tail?
Or tail. Yeah. Oh, boy. So that already started yesterday. Goes on until Sunday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. So that's a long day.
That's a long time to chase some tail.
22 South Orange Street is where that's at. And... oh, boy.
You've been doing it for years.
Decades.
Serenity, take me now.
And this is pretty cool. Public safety, you're like, oh, that sounds boring. Well, listen, so it's a public safety open house. Delaware Beach Fire Rescue Station 115 is hosting this. It's going to be tomorrow. The event's going to feature a firefighter's obstacle course, interactive displays, and demonstrations, free food, and so much more. So if you want to bag yourself a firefighter.
Good place to meet them.
Right? The event is free for all. That is the Delray Beach Fire Rescue Station 115. That is tomorrow from 10 to 1. I know people who just like are firefighters or bust, right?
Oh, I hear you.
I know, don't you? And then the square, that's the former City Place, and then it was Rosemary Square, and now it's just the square.
I still think everybody knows that it's City Place.
I know.
Like, if you say it.
I was just there a couple weeks ago, and they have done such a beautiful job. They really have. It looks so nice.
The sidewalk.
Yeah, everything. The big tree that lights up. It's called the Wishing Tree. The sidewalk. I know. It's gorgeous. To die for, as G would say. To die for.
They did a great job of the sidewalk. They expanded.
A lot of the restaurants that you're used to are closed, but they're opening up a bunch of new ones. If you like Mexican food, I highly recommend the one that's there, and I'm totally, dang it, not remembering the name. It'll come to me. They have one in Delray Beach.
Oh, it's Mexican.
I was just there, and I can't think of it. Anyways, it's delicious.
Okay.
So the square. So tonight.
Thanks for narrowing that down for us. Appreciate that.
I know.
Randy just gave me
It's legit. When I'm done talking, I'll be like, yeah, that's it.
She just greets you.
I did. I know. But
You got screwed?
so that is tonight from 6 to 10. It's a reggae R&B. Her name is Victoria Lee at their top 40 reggae R&B. Tomorrow from 1 to 4, Matt Brown is going to be playing.
I know that guy.
Matt Brown. Yeah, he does soul, funk, R&B, top 40 covers.
He does it all, this kid.
Also from 6 to 10, you got Salty Music tomorrow night. They're a soul R&B band. And then on Sunday, you got Teddy Disrelot, and he is soul, funk, and R&B. That's from 5 to 8 on Sunday night if you want to catch some live music. And that's what you got going on for things going on this weekend. If you're like, man, Franny, you missed something, 47142. Just start that off with Real Radio.
Thank you so much, Francis. Again, those are a couple suggestions. If you guys ever want to add
El Camino. It just came to me.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Like
El
the car?
Camino is the name of the place. Yes, it's delicious. All right. It was going to drive me nuts.
Okay, well, you want to tell everybody what it is again? El Camino?
El Camino, yes. It's a
City
great
Place.
Yes, if you want to advertise, that'd be great because I love it there.
Okay. El Camino to everybody. Get out there, have a good time. And we're going to come back in the Penthouse in a few minutes with a trifecta and a lot more. And we're going to put a bow on this. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkie, the Greek Zone, and Lex and Terry. We got handy coppers galore in the Greek Zone giving you winners this weekend.
Handy coppers?
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures remain in the lower 80s for this afternoon, under a mix of sun and clouds and the chance for an isolated stray shower. A southwest wind between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Increasing clouds through this evening. Warm and humid for tonight, with temperatures returning to the 60s Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors. Reese Impact Windows are affordable, hurricane-resistant, and energy efficient. And Reese installs most windows faster than other companies in Florida at just 6 to 8 weeks. That's right, just 6 to 8 weeks. Go to ReeseWindows.com. That's ReeseWindows.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. 10 years entertaining South Florida. Adult entertainment at its best. Upscale dining, full liquor, full nude. The best girls in South Florida at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Open 7 days a week until 5 a.m. And this Saturday night, January 21st, it's UFC 283 live. And throw in some football. It sounds like a perfect weekend at Monroe's and Palm Beach. Peace.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
GiveMeTheVin.com is paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Why do you buckle up when you get in your truck? Maybe you do it to get home safely to your loved ones, or because you take your job as a professional driver seriously, or because you want to follow the law to stay safe. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving, or even if it's a quick trip. Wear your seatbelt to stay safe on the road. Learn more at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. That's www.sharetheroadsafely.gov. And remember to buckle up when you get behind the wheel. Paid for by FMCSA.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
For
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Make a New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Help protect your identity and finances with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. LifeLock detects identity threats you may miss on your own. And if you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS.
It's Jesse Kelly here. I can't afford to lose 30% of my 401k or IRA again, and I'm assuming you can't either. Call Oxford Gold. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford Gold has made it easy as 1, 2, 3. One app, one call, and you pick your precious metals. That's it. You now own precious metals. Call Oxford Gold today to learn more about the 1, 2, 3 protection plan. 833-404-GOLD. 833-404-GOLD.
Attention Bachelor Nation. He's back. The host of some of America's most dramatic TV moments returns with the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison. During 2 decades in reality TV, Chris saw it all. And now he's telling all.
It's going to be difficult at times. It'll be funny. We'll push the envelope. But I promise you this, we have a lot to talk about.
Listen to the most dramatic podcast ever with Chris Harrison on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Friday drive moving along nicely on our Palm Beach roadways and expressways. Checking the traffic cameras. No major delays or incidents on the Turnpike or 95. Lakeview Avenue is closed downtown for underground utility work westbound from Flagler Drive to Chase Street. Use Quadro to Lakeview instead. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save big store-wide at the Truckload event at Lowe's, happening now. For a limited time, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories. Shop the event in-store or online today. Valid 12/29 through 1/25.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Friday afternoon. Hope you guys are having a good day and getting ready for the weekend. And it is division round in the NFL playoffs. Next week we'll be down to the Final Four. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Hi, hello, and happy Friday.
And it's time for a Greek's Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
Give a hoot to the FAU Owls men's basketball team. They have won 17 in a row. They're 18-1, 8-0 in conference. These guys are playing ball, baby. They are rocking and rolling. Hopefully they continue on. We wish them great success the rest of the season. We'll be following them, and maybe they make the big dance, which would be awesome. FAU in the big dance, but doing everything right. 17 in a row. What a winning streak. Hats off for the Hoot Owls, FAU. And it is the NFL playoffs this weekend. Division round, 4 games, 2 tomorrow and 2 on Sunday. And everybody wants to know who's going to win, but really who's going to cover. 4:30, it's the Chiefs and Jags. Jags getting 8.5. And then at night, it's the Giants and the Eagles. No love lost there. Eagles laying 7.5. On Sunday, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Bengals. Bills laying 5. And then at nighttime, it's San Fran and the Dallas Cowboys. Probably going to be the biggest game of the weekend as far as ratings go. Sunday night, I'm expecting over 30 million people checking out that game. San Fran is -4. Gronk talked on a podcast the other day that he had no thoughts of coming back this year. He did get some calls from other teams and, of course, Tampa. But he said his mind was just not there. He likes being retired. He's doing a lot of different things. I don't know what else he can do besides commercials. Because every time you turn around TV, he's on a commercial. He does some stuff for Fox. He's got a lot of different opportunities, but he said at no time did he think about coming back and playing. He's had a great career. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. 4 Super Bowl rings. He's done it all. But it looks like he's going to stay retired for a long time. And obviously, Gronk and Edelman, people always see them. They always say, what's Brady going to do? And they both say, we don't know. And if we knew, he wouldn't tell us anyway. And that is your last Greek trifecta of a Friday, January 20th, I believe.
Super. And I have a text I'm going to get through, and then I believe we do have Chris on the line, but just at 47142. So you have this ready, Jimmy. Brett from Melbourne, listening on the iHeartRadio app. Says, hello, Franny, Greek, Jimothy, and Charisse. Can you get Jimmy to play our favorite news soundbite of Greek's teabag? And while he's at it, can he play Misspeak number, he said it's a crowd favorite, 103. Have a great weekend. Have corn dogs picked up on OnlyFans yet? I don't know. We got to check it out. He said, haha, money is on the dresser.
All right. Pretty good. Do you want to try to go to Chris, Jimmy?
Yeah, we can talk to Chris for a minute. And Chris, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. I was calling before about, you were talking about what people charge to do performances and stuff. And
yes,
a little while back, I was just looking up crazy stuff on the internet. Remember when the Mega was like 1.2, 1.5, and it got up to 2 billion? And
yeah.
I figured, what a way to have a great New Year's Eve party. So I looked up, what would I do for New Year's Eve? I'd have friends and family over, and Billy Joel to come perform. It was $2 million for a set for a night.
That would be cool.
Wow. $2 million for Billy Joel. That's not bad. That's good.
Did you look up how much it costs, Chris?
I'm sorry?
He said $2 million.
No, I heard he said that, but he looked like that's an actual figure.
Yeah, $2 million was. You can look it up. It's like a private corporate or private show, like one show.
Okay.
He'll come do one show for $2 million.
Is this like a website that you can go onto and find out how other celebrities how much they charge?
There's some talent agencies that do it. I just Googled Billy Joel private performance, and it came up with I just read through some things. I just figured what it would cost for one night performance. Yeah.
I love how I'm inquiring like I can afford a celebrity to play a party.
I know. I saw. It's like Franny's like, how much?
I'm going to see how much.
Do you have the address, the email? Because I want to call.
Right? Hey, when we win the lottery, you never know.
Yeah, she's got a Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know if she should have pigs in a blanket or Billy Joel.
Exactly.
I mean, they had Aerosmith. They had a lot of different groups and people. Comedians.
How much for Halle Berry?
But I didn't look up Halle Berry, but I bet you I could find your figures.
Do actors and actresses do that?
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that where they've come over, you stop by parties and stuff like that. They're not going to sing, but they'll stop by and say hi. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So
What else, Chris?
I figured I'd throw it out. No, that's it.
No, that's $2 million for Billy Joel. That's not bad. I mean, you save up your pennies, go into your coffee jar, and maybe you get them for one night. $2 million. Maybe you do it better because you're a New Yorker. He might give you a little bit of a break, maybe $1.8 million. But that's not bad if you hit the lottery. If you hit Powerball, you got that kind of money.
That's what I was saying. What a way to ring in the new year if you hit that $1 billion mega. I figured it's just a little bit of dreaming, but it would be pretty cool.
A quarterback that could throw you a pass. Who would it be?
Me?
Yeah, you're on the phone.
I had a quarterback. I probably want to play with Montana or You know, probably one of the two or three better, you know, retired guys. Probably nobody now. Nobody that's actually playing now. You know.
That's cool.
Watch, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
All right. Mine be Halle Berry. I go with her.
Yeah, we know.
All right. Just thought I'd check. Chris, you're the best, buddy. Stay out of trouble. And great hits on those scratch-off tickets. You called us and said you won $1.5 million, so I know your family must be so happy. What are you going to do with all that money that you won?
Oh, God, yeah. From your lips to God's ears, I wish $1.5 million. I hit for 1,000 on Monday, and I hit for 250 on Wednesday. So,
all right, well, start the bone. You deserve it.
Thank you. Start the bone. Have a good weekend, everybody.
All right, buddy. Okay.
Guys, all right, Jimmy, do you have those requests ready?
Yeah, we had the requests, so we're gonna start with Greek Misspeak 103. Here we go, kids.
This is your Greek.
Strap in, going in.
Even if it's going down, did they ask you, just to throw it out there, like, a little bill for face?
What?
I don't know.
And we're almost ready to put a bow on this box and get a box for the bow.
What?
I don't know.
Hopefully everything's okay. And the NBA was in the bubble.
What?
I don't know.
I was like, all right, way to be, buddy. But no. You got babunged.
What?
I don't know.
Ooh, very ironic. Maybe not the right word.
Nope.
Maybe would be very educic.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, if this works out, or it could be a total kibosh kabish.
What?
I don't know.
I'm taking the loops out of my fruit.
What?
I don't know.
Because that's what reporters got to show. Always get the inside. Who's got it? And again, you can just nilly throw out a team.
What?
I don't know.
And Halle Berry's on Instagram. She's going through a divorce again, and it's a little bit of odage to it.
What?
I don't know.
Can't get away from that bitch today.
No, Halle Berry is like the theme of today's show.
I just said that.
At random, 103, Halle Berry.
I just thought the same thing. I said, oh, my God, I can't get rid of her. She's like gum on my shoe. It's unbelievable.
And the
All right,
other
do you have the
request.
tea bag?
Yeah, for the tea bag. Yeah, here we go.
I'm drinking my hot tea, which I have every day. And I'm into tea now, so if anybody wants to give me a tea bag. That's a big penis. I knew he was going to add that.
It's so good. You got to. You can't play it anymore without playing that.
I knew he was going to add that.
Matter of
It
fact,
goes hand in hand.
I'm just going to mix it together, too, so it's all in one file. I don't have to
Perfect.
play them both.
I love it.
That is awesome. That's a big penis.
It's so good. So I want to put this out there, and I know we're nearing the end of the show, but I found
thank
this
God.
quite interesting.
My God, it sounds like somebody having sex with me.
All right.
Thank God it's almost over.
There's these people hit Reddit to talk about some of their industry secrets, companies that they work for. And these are their former jobs, so they're just like, I don't care, I'm going to say everything. So they're talking about trade secrets. And in this short amount of time we have left, if you want to add on, you can absolutely do that. If you are a female, you probably know, and even guys, you may know the brands L'Oreal. Whether this woman's like, I worked at L'Oreal, the cosmetics from L'Oreal and Lancome are basically the same, but you're paying $20 more for buying Lancome stuff.
I believe it.
Yep, so they're
That happens a lot.
Huh?
Oh, sure.
Yep, sure does. This one, mortgage industry here. We're like cops. Only answer the questions asked. Do not provide additional information to be helpful. They said it could potentially
Hurt
screw you over.
Yeah, I know somebody that happened to. Yep. They don't ask you, don't tell them. Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
They said if you pick up a wall phone at Home Depot and push 7, it activates the store-wide intercom. This works in every store.
Oh, wow.
Seen,
Next time you go to Home Depot.
Seen a couple of videos of those where guys might have a little flatulence into that, too.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's got to look into that.
You know where Franny will be Saturday.
We'll have a good fart video. If you want to know if beavers fart in the woods, you can check it out, realradio921.com/penthouse. The answer is yes, they do.
Bingo.
If you were on a live chat with customer care, I could see what you were typing before pressing send. I watched people work through a grotesque, racist, sexist statements, fraudulent lies, and mistruths. They said there were a whole range of emotions in real time before deleting and typing OK. So they could actually see what they're typing. They were like, nope, I'm just going to type OK. But they could see it in real time before they deleted it.
I wonder if you could do that with text messages. Because who hasn't, like, maybe wrote a text and then you say, no, I'm not going to send that.
Yeah. So this is a Reddit. So if you work for these companies, I'm just reading what they wrote. They said, worked at Best Buy 20 years. Employee discount was 5% over cost. And I needed a new printer. Decided to splurge on the gold-plated USB printer cable that we sold for $40. They said it rang up $1.78. I was like, I don't know how that works. They said when I worked at the Godiva store, we would turn expired chocolate bars into sample pieces.
Oh.
There you go. Inbound caller center. We are currently experiencing unusual high call volume message is permanent. They just didn't staff adequately.
Oh, I believe that.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I believe it. And then, like, samples when you're at a store, you got to think like that. That's run through my mind. Stuff they can't sell or stuff that's old.
But you would think that they would want to give you the fresh stuff because you'd be like, yes, I need that in my life.
Godiva chocolate, they don't care. They got such a great name. People are paying for the name. That's another one.
And then finally here, if you like Jimmy John's, freaky fast, freaky good, right? They said the secret ingredient of Jimmy John's tuna salad, never had it before, is soy sauce. They said the Kikkoman soy sauce specifically. So if you're like, man, what do they do in that damn tuna? It's so delicious. I just gave you that. So there's some insider secrets. There's more to go to that, but if you have any you want to share, you can absolutely do that.
Give us a call if you have any of that place maybe you worked at and had a secret. And like you hear a lot of recipes with places like, oh, that's my grandmother's recipe, or, I've had that for years. Maybe it's all malarkey and not even true. Maybe it's something they just made up. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. Jimmy, you got time for me and you maybe to pick some games?
Yeah, you want to pick some football games? Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit more on the locker room tomorrow with Joe, but we got a different audience probably here today. So I wanted to bounce a couple over you and see what you think. And some over-unders, if you don't mind.
All right.
All right, we're going to start at 4:30 tomorrow as the Jaguars take on the Chiefs. Over is 53, and the Chiefs are 8.5.
8.5, I will take the Chiefs on that. I think they'll cover that 8.5. And give me the over. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in that game. I think the Jags will hang in there for a little bit, and then the Chiefs will pull away in the second half. What do you think, Greek?
I think you're 100% right. I'm on both with you. I'll ride in your train. I think that the Chiefs haven't played in a week. I think they'll also get off to a good start, and I think the game will go over. I think that the Jags will score some points. Next up, you got the game down in Philadelphia where the cheesesteaks will be flying. You got the Eagles and the Giants. This game is prime time, baby. These guys have seen each other. They're familiar. The Eagles are 7.5, and the over-under is 48.
I think this is going to be a little bit of a low-scoring game, so give me the under on that 48, but I think the Eagles will cover that 7.5, although I'm secretly a little bit rooting for the Giants because, always the underdog. What do you think, Greek?
I think the Giants, I don't know. I like the Eagles all week, but lately I'm getting the willies on them, and I think that the Giants might cover, and I think it goes over to 48. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
All right.
I'm going to go with the Giants. Cincinnati and Buffalo. Buffalo over 49.5, and Buffalo's minus 5.5.
Give me Cincinnati all day long. You want to give me points with Cincinnati? I think they're going to win that game outright. Take them on the money line. That's my lock pick of the week, and give me over 49.5.
I like the over. I'm going to go with Buffalo. I just think there was a stat yesterday about the referee who's refereeing tomorrow. Sunday, and the Buffalo Bills are 7-0 when he's the head official. So I'm going to go with Buffalo minus the 5.5. And then the conclusion, which is the end for people who don't know what conclusion means.
Oh, thank you. You had me scared for a minute.
I wasn't speaking to you. There's other people in the audience. San Fran, 3.5 and 46 and a hooker for the over-under.
46.5. Boy, that's right there. That one's going to be tough for me. I'm going to take San Fran. I think they win outright and cover that. Wow, if Dallas is on their game, I think San Fran will still win no matter what. Yeah, give me the over. I think if anything, it's going to go over.
Two good defenses, but is the Dallas Cowboys field goal kicker making the flight? That's the whole thing.
They signed somebody else to a practice squad, another kicker. I saw that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they did do that, so just in case. That's not going to give him too much confidence, right? First they said all week, you're our guy, you're a guy. And now at the last minute they go, we're gonna bring somebody else just in case. That's got to make you feel a little not great. Man, this is a tough game. I'm going to go with Dallas to cover, not to win. because they're getting 4.5, and I'm thinking it's going to be a close game. I'm thinking like,
okay, fair enough.
31-28, 33-30, something like that.
Yep.
And again, very good defenses, so really shouldn't be that much scoring, but I think it is. I think there's going to be a lot of points this weekend. So it'll lose my ass or have to give it up. Either way, I'm going to go with the over in that
all
game.
right. Good ching, kids.
We'll do more of this on a locker room tomorrow with Joe. We're going to be live tomorrow at Gulfstream Park, Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. That's a great time at Gulfstream Park. Stop down. Live racing all day. Another excellent show. I don't want to be the one to say it, but I'll say it. Great show. We got to thank everybody who showed up and did a great job. Sharice did a great job for the 6 minutes she was awake. Great job, Sharice.
Thank you.
This is a required monthly test of the emergency alert system. Had this been an actual emergency or dangerous situation, official messages and directions would have followed the alert tones. This test is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and your local broadcast station or cable provider. This concludes the required monthly test.
And let's kick off the weekend right, G-Man, with some parting words.
I said it yesterday. I'm going to say it again. Players only love you when they're loving you. Whatever. Peace.
I'm drinking my hot tea, which I have every day. And I'm into tea now, so if anyone wants to give me a tea bag.
That's a big penis.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures remain in the lower 80s for this afternoon, under a mix of sun and clouds and the chance for an isolated stray shower. A southwest wind between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Increasing clouds through this evening. Warm and humid for tonight, with temperatures returning to the 60s Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. You're going to love this place. Great humidor, great ambiance, and a great patio. And it's a good place to watch the games as we get ready for that big game in Rihanna. Make sure you stop down to Strikes any day of the week. They're open, and Greek's Gridiron will be there again in January. It's 2023, baby. Light up with a great cigar and be a winner at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty.
that the place of business is safe for you to shop in because they are making a profit from you. That's the law. Yet many times a normal day ends with injuries because that business breached that duty because they knew or should have known of the dangerous condition that caused your injury. It happens every day in many ways. Slip and falls where cleaning and maintenance were ignored. Falling boxes and items stacked too high. And so many other unexpected occurrences and dangers only known to that business owner. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, let our team investigate and report back to you. The duty to protect customers from harm is the law, and our duty is to protect you after that harm. Visit forthepeople.com for more information, or on your cell phone, dial #law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. forthepeople.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a